Yep.
What's happening, y'all, man? What's good? Y'all already know the broadcast show Friday, 8 to 10 p.m., man. Welcome back. First of all, y'all know I gotta love y'all if I'm up here with this live stream instead of playing the Halo beta, because it's the last little bit of Halo we get until December 8th. So you know what I'm saying. This is dedication right here.
Oh wait, there's a Halo beta. Oh, I should be playing that. I got a gaming PC, so I can play that now.
I think it might not be available for PC. I know it's
I
everybody on
thought, I thought,
Xbox.
I thought all Xbox games are available for PC too. I thought
I
that was a
I know the
thing. I don't
game
know.
will be, but I don't know about the beta. I don't know. I haven't
Oh,
checked though.
okay.
Maybe it is, and I haven't looked. But it's
Okay.
available for everybody on Xbox. Like it's free. Anybody, you don't have to be a Halo insider. You can literally just go download it real quick. But man, what's happening, y'all? Man, welcome back to the channel. What's good? What's good? Shay, anything you wanted to say before we
Yes, I know,
dive
Kai. You
in?
beat you beat me. You beat me in
Oh,
fantasy. I
that's the
know.
good
That
news.
that's probably what he's gonna say. Yeah, I already know.
That's the
But
good
hey,
news.
who cares? I beat Smoke, so that's all I care about.
Man, we got Mr. Jones, we got Joseph, Andreas. You know how I said I have a cousin. Oh, he was talking about something else. That's pretty funny. He said, "Shay, you
Uh,
going 2-2."
Uh,
Joseph must play you
against,
next.
against you? That's funny. That's hilarious.
Now you being Smoke is always hilarious. Y'all are always like the funniest matchup in our league.
You know that player he signed off AGM, Hawkinson, TJ Hawkinson, only got him
Uh-huh.
1 point. 1 point. Serves him
Ah.
right. Serves him right.
It sounds like karma. There's a little bit of karma in there. Oh,
But then
and
again, I kind of want Aaron Jones back, but I mean, whatever.
yeah, man. I mean, I what's it called? Aaron Jones. How many did he end up having like 3 touchdowns last game or something?
Four.
Four.
Four
All
total.
right,
Three
my
three
bad.
rushing, one receiving.
Man, went stupid. Went stupid, and they still almost lost. Um, Mr. Jones said that he went against his cousin Kai's school, went against his other cousin school. He also named Kai and they ended up winning. That's what's up. That's what's up. He
Okay.
said if we lose the
Okay.
ATL, I'm jumping off the roof. Nah, for real though. We lose
Speaking
to
of that, are you
Atlanta, bro.
going to
Like
the game?
when? I think my uncle man found a way to get like a couple of family passes. So
Hey,
I think we
if you
about
got
to.
one more, got the hookup.
I
I'm
think
down.
I think it's some weird thing. I don't even know how to explain. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to even like talk about it publicly. It's some weird. I don't know. I may be going. I'm a C. I think we should be
Hey,
going with
if
our.
if you can get me, I can get you half
Mm-hmm.
off concessions. You know,
Okay. Okay.
I could probably get you into one of the suites if one of my people still work the suites.
okay.
Who knows? But like yeah. So if you got the extra ticket, just let me know.
The man plugged in over there. The man plugged in over there. Oh, he said Rich stole Chuba Hubbard from him. Yo, I grabbed Chuba Hubbard in every league I could, man. I think I got him in at least
So
four.
I forgot to do my waiver signings for my non-money leagues, but for my money league, I definitely signed Chuba Hubbard.
I got him in like 4 out of 10 at least. I think I just
You
went to go
know,
get him wherever I could.
after, after Christian McCaffrey went down for me, you still got that text message. That is ridiculous. How that dude had
Yeah,
163 points? He could post. That's ridiculous. No matter, even if I had Christian McCaffrey, I wasn't gonna win.
let me go. Let me
He
go try to
literally
see if
had
I
the
can pull
game
it
of
up.
his life against me. I don't get
You
that.
gotta play the better defense, Shay. Yeah, I try to tell you. You know, so
Man,
you gotta stop
yo,
these
he was he
responsible
was like
points.
Taylor Heineke, just one random good game. I had no idea. We
No,
didn't have that scouted.
let me go over here. Right, I'll pull it. You want me to pull it up and show him?
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. And yeah, Kai, we already got to that. You beat me in fantasy. Big whoop. I'm still gonna win the league.
Okay.
Still gonna win the league.
We see window. I got it right here. Right here. Where we at? All right. So
That is absolutely ridiculous. How
Shay did
who
get
who
hated
let
on.
who let this man draft all these players?
Shay did get hated
What
on. Yeah,
who
163 is kind of crazy.
who let this man draft all these players? How?
Oh, I like to see my Georgia Bulldog right there, contributing as well. I'm happy about that.
Speaking of Georgia Bulldog, got Stafford, got 29.
Oh yeah,
Then you got
we knew that.
20.8.
From
Najee
Atlanta, not
Harris,
Georgia Bulldog,
28. DK Metcalf, 22. He stole Lockett's catches. Lockett was supposed to get those catches. Robert Woods, that was that in the Indy defense, that was his lowest score. Mike Gesicki had 10 receptions.
And I'm sick
this is
too,
ridiculous.
I have Mike Gesicki in like 2-3 leagues, and he's been awful all season. And I think last week was the week I didn't play him.
That one game, I had to go against him and got 18. And then all of a sudden, since Christian McCaffrey went down, guess who got the targets? DJ Moore. And I had to suffer against that.
And it's crazy. Your kicker, your defense, and your quarterback went absolutely stupid. And it's the best game Antonio Gibson's had so far.
All that just didn't matter. All that for a loss. And then if you scroll down, Clyde Edwards-Helaire actually had a good game. I didn't trust him, so I didn't start him. But I guess it makes me feel better that if I played him, I still would have lost anyways.
Oh yeah, he had James Robinson off the bench. This team is crazy.
Who let this man draft all these players?
I don't know what's going on. I don't know how y'all did that. Y'all, everybody, not me. I don't know what happened.
I even forgot how much Deebo Samuel finished off with, but it didn't even matter. But oh well, back to the drawing board. I signed Chuba Hubbard on this league, so I put Christian McCaffrey to the IR, and I got Chuba Hubbard. Once Christian McCaffrey's back from injury, I released Chuba Hubbard. Simple as that.
Man, this is an all-time performance from that. This probably will be the most points that this guy scores all season, like in a fantasy week. Like,
I think this dude was like what 1-2 or something like that before this.
Let me go look. What league is this? Which league is this?
It's not a league you're part of, so I probably gotta send you a link. It's my money league.
Okay. Yeah, so I didn't have anything to do with him getting that team. No. I was looking like, bruh.
No,
I wouldn't have let him get James Robinson at least.
The funny thing is, I would have drafted James Robinson had I took a receiver for my 3rd round pick, but I wanted to take Clyde Edwards-Helaire because all that. Oh, he's gonna be Brian Westbrook, blah blah blah, top running back in an Andy Reid offense, blah blah blah.
The next Jamal Charles,
the next Jamal Charles, Priest Holmes, so I took him, and yeah, I regret it. So I should have took a receiver because Allen Robinson's a dud just because he has nobody that can throw him the ball.
I'm surprised he had 4.7 fantasy points. I don't even know where he got that from when they only had they had less offense than Justin Tucker's 66-yard kick.
That's what 40% of Justin Fields' yards he had that game.
Yeah, 27 yards he had almost half.
Well, at least I know that he's throwing his way.
I'm about to say
a few yards. At least I know that.
At least you can know Justin Fields isn't going to be that bad every week, and when he's not that bad, Allen Robinson is clearly going to get a nice percentage of the production.
Have you heard when Matt Nagy was even talking about too that the starting quarterback will be a game time decision?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I didn't hear him say it. I didn't hear his tone of his voice on whether or not he was trolling, but he sounded. It seemed dead serious. The notification I saw.
He treated it like the starting quarterback position is questionable. I get. Well, it is questionable, but not in injury terms. It's just in talent terms. Who is going to be that starting quarterback? But is
he really struggling like this?
Why is Matt Nagy still the coach?
Bruh, Courtney is dying. He's a Bears fan. He is dying. He hates it. But at the same time, they keep losing. Matt Nagy will, not even just more likely to get fired. He'll get fired sooner. So it's a positive and a negative. You might have to.
Are you sure about that? Because he should have got fired last year. And he's still there.
You would think, but they've reached new lows this year. But at the same time, I agree. If they were going to fire him anytime soon, it seems like they would have been done it. So I don't know. I mean, maybe they're just waiting for him to reach a new low, a lower low, and then they just may be like, all right, we gotta get him out. We're going nowhere with this. My boy Casper Hill, I play him in 2 leagues, and King Sean beat me last week. Oh man, what's good, Greg? Man, Lord have mercy.
So, I was 0-3 across the board this was a horrible week for fantasy. All my leagues I lost. I don't know what was wrong in the water. All my leagues I lost. But
Hey man, stop sleeping.
hey, who is in the worst position right now? My Patriots or the Chicago Bears?
Nah, y'all can't be as bad as the Bears right now. Bro, nah, Mac Jones throwing interceptions, but what, like 70, 60 something yards of offense is no less than that, 60, because it was less than Justin Tucker's kick. Nah, y'all got it. Y'all, if y'all were to play the Bears right now, y'all would win. And I'm pretty sure y'all would be heavily favored to win.
But I'm just
for
talking
sure.
about like outlook for the future. Who's in the worst position?
I mean, then again, I think the Bears, once they fire Matt Nagy, that will fix a lot. Exactly. But it's just, are they? You know what I'm saying? Like, are they going to fire him? If they don't fire Matt Nagy, I definitely feel like y'all have the better future. But if they fire Matt Nagy, they do have a talented roster and potentially a really good franchise quarterback. So I see what you're saying, but I just don't know if they're going to fire Matt Nagy anytime soon. They may give him to the end of the season. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
And all the quarterbacks that you were high on going on in the draft, have you changed your stances on any of them?
Nah, I'm still very high on all of them. I mean, because even that game last night, I forgot I saw some advanced statistics that I think Joe Burrow and Trevor Lawrence, I think one of them was play action passes, and the other one was another thing. Dang, I forgot what it was, but it was play action passes and something with a clean pocket, I think, for both of them. And I think between the two of them, they only like had 2 incomplete passes or something like that. It was something like, bro, obviously
Trevor Lawrence
rookie
is still
quarterbacks.
A real deal. I mean,
yeah,
if you look at stats, you would think he's doing bad.
Yeah, yeah. But if you watch the games, you see that it's just the situation around them that's making them look so bad.
Yeah,
just
Urban
like
Myers, it's like a horrible coach. So, speaking of that with Justin Fields, you think Matt Nagy was right not to start him then? Because maybe he just wasn't ready yet. I still think he's going to be a star, but he's just probably not a guy that should be playing immediately. Because I don't know, that Ohio State offense to an NFL offense, usually Ohio State quarterbacks have a big transition. So
there's definitely a transition there. I mean, I think it's a mix of maybe he's not ready, and definitely that offense they designed was horrible. I mean, 5 offensive linemen versus 6 potential blitzers over and over again, screens on 3rd and long. Like, they just literally didn't even try. I don't know what that was. But yeah, I know. But I think a piece of it is Justin Fields may not just be ready to go right now. Especially, I mean, their offensive line is terrible. I mean, they're trying the Jason Peters experiment again. Remember, we thought the Eagles were tripping for doing it last year. He was 38. I think he's 39 now. He's their starting left tackle. Like,
yeah, why does he still keep getting a job? And the thing is, Jason Peters only plays like 5 games a season because he's always hurt.
I don't understand it. I don't get it. He's a Hall of Famer, but he's 39. Yeah, like, can we let this? Can we let it go? Can we please let it go? Stop doing these quarterbacks like this, man. So yeah, I think I definitely don't want to act like Justin Fields is like, oh, he's ready, and it's all of the Matt Nagy, the offense around him. But I think it's mostly that. I think if you put Justin Fields on the 49ers and he were playing right now, he would look great. So I think it's more situation. But I also think
like you
that
could put
if
any
he
quarterback
was
on the 49ers, they'll look great at this point.
With all the talent they got around Andrew Luck day one ready to go for sure. Like that's definitely obvious.
The 2 most ready NFL quarterbacks right now from that rookie class is Mac Jones and Trevor Lawrence. All the other guys are not ready. So I mean, Zach Wilson's just in a absolutely horrible worst case scenario situation. Yeah, yeah. He was in a situation like Sam Darnold, and look what happened to Sam Darnold when he left.
Undefeated.
But I felt like Zach Wilson was just not. I mean, you go from BYU to the NFL, like you need to get a slower transition, not being thrown to the Jets. You need to sit. But I don't know. The thing about the Jets, they like to throw their rookie quarterbacks to this fire, and in 3 years they call them a bust and try to trade them and then start over again. That's been the same process for how long?
Tua's on the trade block right now after a year and one game again.
At least the difference
plays.
with Tua at least has talent around him.
Yeah, true. He's just injury prone. Offensive line is ugly, but yeah,
he definitely has more talent around him than the top
Jets.
5. He should never been drafted in the top 5. As what's because of talent? Because like you said, he was injury prone. He was coming off a serious hip injury, where we weren't even sure if he was going to play his rookie season. He shouldn't have been drafted that high. That was on the Dolphins.
Him in there whenever they could. They could, just throw him in there. Ryan Fitzpatrick win you a game, forget it. Throw Tua still kind of hurt out there and see what happens.
What was wrong with Fitzpatrick? Fitzpatrick was doing good. Why you need this? They need to have patience. Need to have patience with these quarterbacks. But I mean, I could see Tua being on a block if you're getting someone like a Deshaun Watson if he's cleared to play.
Yeah, of course. But, yeah.
But I mean, if he's just on the block just to be traded, then I don't understand that.
No, quarterbacks getting up out of there within 2 years, man. It's weird. We're not even talking about second, third stringers. We're talking about top 5 picks.
I wonder how Peyton Manning would have been. I wonder how Peyton Manning would have been in 2021 because he started out bad.
Terrible. Peyton Manning would not be a Colt. He would end up on some other random team and been legendary for that team.
Peyton Manning gets traded for a second-round pick.
Ends up still having his Hall of Fame career. But yeah, man. I think these quarterbacks. You about to say?
Oh no, I'm about to transition. So what were you about to say?
I was just saying these quarterbacks, man. All of them just need times and situations. Because even like Zach Wilson, he's in the worst situation by far. But at least what he has over Justin Fields is his head coach believes in him. At least he's trying. Like, go out there and we'll learn it on the fly. That man, Matt Nagy, doesn't want to play Justin Fields unless it's like a break glass in case of emergency.
Pick. It clearly wasn't his pick.
Not his pick at all.
It felt like Jay Gruden with RG3. That was not his pick. Kirk Cousins was his guy.
Super true. Super duper true. And what were you about to say? Were you about to transition?
I was about to say, like, speaking of second round picks, let's talk about Jalen Hurts. You know, he had the quote of the week. So now I want you to pull that up.
Because I haven't seen it yet.
I can't believe you didn't even see this.
I haven't even been paying attention to sports like that. Like, I watched the Thursday night game, but like I haven't watched a single first take, a single undisputed, nothing like that this whole week. All right. I take responsibility for that, Hurts said. I will learn from it, and we will be a better team from it. I believe that. You take you a deuce, you don't sit there and look at it. You flush it and move on. We are going to flush it and move on. Oh, yeah, that's a Jameis Winston quote. What is he babbling about? What is he talking about?
I'm saying.
What are you talking about, sir?
I'm saying.
Man is on the Babble leaderboards after that, boy. That man. What was that? That was super Jameis Winston. You think you're being witty. You think you have this Confucius-like quote, this quote that's going to motivate your team, and you really just babbling.
Is Jalen Hurts from Atlanta too? Where's he from again?
Oh, I do not know. Oh, and I'm not even going to hide it. We're going to look it up right now.
There's a flaw to that quote, because like what? I'm not even trying to talk about what he does like on number 2s, but doesn't he wipe? Because when you wipe, don't you put it in the toilet, so you are looking at it, right?
He's from Texas.
So what you're saying is you don't wipe.
Oh yeah, he did. No, he skipped a major step. He skipped a major step.
I don't know if you're supposed to reveal that on national TV.
Nah, I definitely think he was freestyling.
Jalen says he doesn't even wipe.
Yeah, he was freestyling.
Because I don't know. I look back, like I'm trying to make sure when I wipe, I put it in the toilet. I'm just saying.
I don't know what he got going on. I'm sad. I didn't. What was he talking about? Like, I know what he's trying to talk about, but he's not. That's not the message we received. He did that eat a W type of speach. Like, you tried to be smart, tried to be all wise, and it just.
So how do you flush if you're not looking at it? Does he does a no look flush? Or something?
This is so dissectable. You can isolate so many things and get mad at it. You can isolate so many parts of this and just get angry. Like what motivates you? Like, how was that the first thing that came to your mind when they asked you that question? I want to know what they asked them. What was the exact question, bro? What did they ask him? Like
Can you
they just
play it,
asked him how he felt
or
about the game.
YouTube or big YouTube would take it down?
Yeah,
I
they're
think it
not
was.
gonna play it.
I assume it's just about the loss, like how the loss against the Cowboys. So they probably asked a general question with that, and that was his response.
This is a terrible response. I'm upset. I feel like I would have liked life more if I never heard him say that. I'm upset. He babbled. That was super babble. All right. They deserve that loss. I hope they
Flush
lose
it
this
and
week
move
after
on.
that babble. I hope they bad. I hate that. Oh, and Mr. Jones said he doesn't claim, Mr. Jones is from Texas. Yeah, that might even be a Cam Newton quotes
You said
are, I wouldn't say they're like more
Hurt says
dumb.
no to toilet paper.
Yeah, like
That's my headline. Hurt says no to
say,
toilet paper.
That's the line when you're like a beat writer. That's how you get the clicks. Jalen Hurts does not use toilet paper. He does not wipe. No, that's not. Now Cam Newton is the stupid quotes. Like he tries to do the. I would guess
Try to
I would
sound
probably
like
say he's more
Socrates or
Confucius.
something.
Yeah,
but,
he's more
but nah.
Socrates. You try to ruffle the lion's feathers and things like that. He has sayings, like he tries idioms and it doesn't work. Jameis Winston and Jalen Hurts now don't really try idioms. They just try to motivate their team and use an analogy, and the analogy is just horrible.
I wonder if he used that in a huddle too. Flush, hey guys, flush and move on. Flush and move on 3. 1, 2, 3. Flush and move on.
No, I would not have said. I would have been looking at him stupid. No,
you were at that Deshaun Jackson face.
I'm not yet. Oh yeah, super Deshaun Jackson face for sure. Other team can hear the huddle. Like, what are they talking about? What are the flush and move? Cowboys was confused. Like, what they got going on over there? I'm glad I'm not on that team. He said, Rico, you should hope Eagles lose every week. Oh yeah, of course. But like now, I especially want them to like really lose, like for real. And I saw Joseph ask earlier, who's better, Malik Willis or Matt Corral? I would say Matt Corral right now. Of course, I'm biased. Malik Willis, I feel like has the higher ceiling. But right now, Matt Corral for sure. First of all, he's going against tougher competition, and he just looks better. I'm not gonna lie.
You're not a big Spencer Rattler fan?
We talked about this last year. I've been since the offseason. Matt Corral, Malik Willis, and Carson Strong have been my 3 guys that I'm sticking with.
Is this the first time like a quarterback that's projected to be the first quarterback taken has his own fans chanting for him to get benched? If that don't scream bust to me or don't draft to me, I don't know what is.
That's why people think this quarterback class is about to be terrible. I'm still really optimistic about it because there's so many options. It depends on who you want, what type of play style, what type of traits, and if you make sure you get them and you design an offense around them. Don't draft Malik Willis and try to get him to run a Peyton Manning type offense. Don't draft Matt Corral and ask him to run a Lamar Jackson type of offense. You know what I'm saying? So like there's ways, but I could definitely see how people are saying there's no clear cut. This is the Andrew Luck. This is the Trevor Lawrence of this draft. This just isn't one of those right now.
Good evening, Smokes. How's that L taste?
Oh yeah,
from last week.
What's good, Smokes, man? I'm gonna give you a serious.
Hey, you haven't seen me since then, so I just want to know how's that L taste.
What's good? I'm gonna give you a normal. What's up, Smokes? I'm gonna let him be the villain over there. The monotonism of life. Yep. Oh, you said we have to keep moving the pendulum forward. Pendulums literally can only go back and forth. That's literally their nature. And I don't know how you gonna keep it. It's so many. I bookmarked a video. First of all, I did a video combining all of it. I did my own video. Actually, I can show y'all the video. I mean, I don't think I can play it because a lot of the clips in it, like that's the reason I don't make money from that video. So many clips are from like other videos and stuff, so YouTube already demonetized it. But let me go find it. Hold on. It's one of my first videos. So, matter of fact, playlist. See, that's why I organize my stuff in playlists. Where's the funny playlist? Here we go. I literally have a Cam Newton's funniest quotes. Yeah, accurater. Cam Newton's funniest quotes live reaction, bro. I'm gonna mute it, and I'm gonna look at it over here to the side to where y'all can't see it. I'm gonna give y'all the quotes as they come in. But yeah, man, nah. Cam Newton is definitely worse, but it's a different style of worse. Like the Jameis Winston, Jalen Hurts are analogies. They're trying to make it when you struggle and you're doing this and something like that, you got to do
Trying to
this
create
with it.
something new. They
Yeah.
thinking they're gonna create something smart, and it doesn't turn
It's
out
just
well.
never working. It's never gonna work.
They
It's just
they
not
need to
gonna work.
rehearse this with someone before they say it.
Bruh,
That's what James Winston and Jalen Hurts don't do. Clearly, they need to rehearse with someone before they actually say this on TV.
that's what makes me mad, because you can tell they're freestyling it. They're giving these quotes out, and it makes it funnier. But they're telling these quotes like this is what they live by, like this is their life mantra. No, you just came up with that off the top of your head just now, and you're making it sound like these are the words you live by. When Jalen Hurts said you take the deuce and you flush it, the way he's conveying it is like, this is how I live my life. I take deuces and flush it.
He doesn't have
But
a
no, you
reporter
just
friend he
came
can
up with
talk
that.
to. Just like, yo, does this sound good before I say this in the press conference? Like, does it
No,
sound good? Take a deuce, flush it, and move on. Does that sound good? Like, he doesn't have like one like a friend that's a reporter in there. Like, they could just rehearse with.
That's the problem. There was no rehearsal, there was no pre-planning. This was literally, he didn't think of that until the question got asked. He never said that in his regular everyday life, in practice, in the gym. He's never said that to himself until that question happened. He was like, I got to think of something smart
I
to
mean, he
compare it
could have
to.
talked to Gardner Minshew. Gardner Minshew has been in the press conference. Like, ask him, like, is this cool? You know, I don't know.
No,
Like,
he's just
you
trying
had
too
other
hard.
people.
Trying too hard. Straight trying too hard. And what did Cam sell? He said something about the Titanic still has to go. Like, instead of the ship has to go, like Cam Newton said the Titanic still has to go.
The Titanic already went.
Yeah, gone. Super gone. I don't know. It's like he calculates the exact opposite of what it is, because he said the lion's feathers, the pendulum has to keep moving forward instead of going back and forth. The Titanic has to go, even though technically it didn't because it crashed. Like, I don't know. It's like I don't know. His brain back then, he doesn't do this anymore though. He stopped like since the past couple of years.
He
Matured.
matured.
I mean, I guess somebody just talked to him and was like, bro, you gotta stop embarrassing us, man. Like, if I was his cousin, I'd be like, Cam, come on, dog. Like, come on, please, bro. You gotta stop it with these quotes, man. Don't nobody want to hear them. What do you say on this one? He said, I'm pretty aggressive with the softness. That was another one. That one wasn't like one of the worst ones, but it's just like, what are you talking about?
What does that mean?
What does that mean? He said, no, Joseph, Chuba gonna be great for weeks. Dawson is up down with a 10-point max. Yeah, nah, Chuba Herbert's about to go stupid. I'm not gonna lie. I predict him, because Mike Davis went stupid last year. And not to say Mike Davis isn't a good running back, but you know what I'm saying?
I had some Canadian guests when I was a tour guide back in 2019 who were telling me to look at this running back from Oklahoma State, and it was Chuba Hubbard. But you said once he goes in the draft and whatever team selects him, they have themselves a steal, and they swore by it. I mean, I know Chuba Hubbard's Canadian too, but they swore by it. They said, or the guy's the high school coach, and I think he had Chuba Hubbard on his team. So he was for sure certain that Chuba Hubbard was going to be a big star.
I mean, and if you're a running back that gets drafted into the league, you wanna get drafted to the Giants or the Panthers, because it's quite likely you will get the start soon. I'm not gonna lie. I hate to say it, and I love Christian McCaffrey. I even have him in a league, but boy, expecting him to play all season, yeah, that rookie running back gonna get some run.
I should have drafted his handcuff already. I should have known.
Man, you saw me in a couple of leagues get Dalvin Cook's backup.
Like, I wish I would have got Madison guy. Yeah, you know what's crazy? Madison might be just as good as Dalvin Cook. That's the scary thing about it. It's just that he's always a backup.
Yeah. It's not like when Dalvin Cook gets hurt, it's not like, man, we can't wait to get Dalvin
It's not even
Cook
a drop off. It's like you get another shorter running back with dreads, never dark short running back with dreads. You can switch the jersey and say Cook. You won't tell the difference. He runs like him too.
Bro, J.R. Smith would just literally assume that's still Dalvin Cook. He'd be like, he's not hurt. J.R. Smith be confused. Well, I swore Dalvin Cook was hurt. I could have. But yeah, man,
that's Dalvin Cook. Yeah,
it literally Dalvin Cook. Locks and everything. Slightly different weight. That's the only difference I can really tell. He just looks a little bit That's it.
Oh,
Jersey
honestly,
number different.
only reason I could tell just says Madison. That's the only reason I can tell. I
Yeah.
couldn't
Oh
even
yeah,
tell
for
the weight.
sure. Yeah. No, weight is like if they're standing close to each other. But if he's on the field, yeah, nah. Like if they're both separately on the field without that jersey number and that Madison on the back, you do not know.
Yo, you
You
could
literally wouldn't
put
know.
Madison on a different team as a starting running back. I wouldn't be surprised if he's a top 10 running back. Like he's really that good. I don't know why he's been a backup so long. He hasn't like decided like, yo, I want to get a starting spot somewhere.
Hey man, it's just hard. It's a hard market out here. Even though
Well, no,
I
it's
agree that
smart.
he's really good, but it's just a hard market for running backs to go to another
Yeah.
team and get big money. I mean, Mike Davis, who was really good for Carolina last year, didn't sign with the Falcons towards like the end of free agency, like deep into free agency, like as a last ditch. All right, let's just go ahead and get Mike Davis real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, the running back market is so bad.
Yeah, and actually it's kind of smart if you think about it, because he can extend his career being a backup. He just keeps getting these
That's that
small
Georgia.
contracts here and there, and then all of a sudden, like 5-6 years in the league, he get that big contract being starting running back instead of being starting immediately. Then all of a sudden you're all washed up after 3 years, and then boom, you got no contract anymore.
That's that Georgia Bulldog way, man. We have like 4 or 5-star running backs, and everybody just gets enough carries to show what you can do to get drafted high. But also, you don't have too much tread on you. You don't have too much baggage on you by the time you get to the league and you're ready to go.
So is there going to be a changing of how running backs are drafting, like the top elite running backs, like the Saquon Barkley's, Christian McCaffrey? No, I think Christian McCaffrey is so untouchable because when he's on the field, he's ridiculous. But
yeah, and that
because they
receiver
got
is
so
smart.
many carries in college, that teams are going to be wary that once they draft them, they're already damaged goods. Like I don't want to say Saquon Barkley, but Saquon Barkley, Todd Gurley, Leonard Fournette. Got players who either like they were dead on arrival, like Leonard Fournette, or just didn't last long at their top of their prime, like Todd Gurley and potentially a Saquon Barkley.
Yeah, man. Hey, it doesn't matter how elite a running back looks, unless maybe because Christian McCaffrey is also a receiver at the same time. Other than that, yeah, you don't draft them too high.
Yeah, Christian
You see
McCaffrey's an
everybody's
outlier. I'm still
playing.
drafting a guy like that,
Yeah.
top 10.
No, because again, he's basically a wide receiver and a running back. You're getting two guys and one guy. But like we've seen teams play a game of chicken the past couple of drafts. Like Najee Harris, talent wise, if this was 7 years ago, he would have went top 10. But
No
teams
question.
are like he's a running back, so we're just gonna all play chicken and see somebody's gonna eventually do it.
But even he didn't get forced.
The trigger.
He even didn't get that many carries in college, at least compared to a Barkley or a Leonard Fournette.
True.
Because it took him to like his junior year to finally get that starting job. And even still, he had a running back platoon. So a guy like Najee Harris is actually safer for me to draft than a guy who's just been a bell cow for like 3 straight years. Like a Jonathan Taylor, for example, even though he was great his rookie year, isn't he already kind of banged up or kind of struggling right now? You don't know.
Man, he had like a ridiculous amount of carries coming out of Wisconsin, right? Yeah, boy. Poor guy. He was literally the bell cow running back for multiple years for that college team. So I think we even talked about it last year. We were both like, man, I don't know how he's gonna work out in the NFL because before last season, we were talking about it because it's just like you coming in with too much mileage. Coming in with a little bit too much mileage. He's
like
gonna be really good, but
you gotta check the mileage.
Boy, got to, bro. That man came into the NFL. Whew. Oh, look at Astonishing. So first of all, he's already trying to recover with that team that he ended up getting late and they got stripped of a lot of players. But now in another league, he has he's struggling. But he's putting it together. He got that dub because he went against somebody that didn't really care that much. I forgot. I think it may have been Argo or something. He has Kyler Murray, Cooper Kupp, Mike Williams, Keenan Allen, and TJ Hawkinson in another league. So at least he gets to have some fun this season with another league while he has a challenge in our league. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad that he has both and not that the only thing he has is our sucky league depression. Where he just got set up for failure. Yeah, it's just depression.
So who sadness. Has Madison in that league? You do, right?
Which league are we talking? The members league?
The Friday league.
Let me go look. Friday. Let's see. Maybe. I know I definitely have them in like the 16 league. I'm almost sure. Yeah, no, I do not have them in this league. It's not me. It is not me. I have a lot of injured players, I can tell you that. But Julio, Sterling Shepard, and DJ Chark.
Let's see recent activity.
But yeah, I don't have Madison in this league. Yeah, King Sean, I remember you beat me. It was so close too. I was winning all week, and then you got me towards the end of Monday Night Football. I remember that now. I remember this matchup. Fantasy sucks, man. Fantasy super sucks. I just want to borrow Chuba Herbert for one game. It's so stupid. How you gonna borrow him? How are you gonna borrow Chuba Herbert for one game? He's gonna trade him right back for the same player you gave up. Oh yeah, he said you can't let the cat out the hat. That was another Cam Newton one right there. Not let the cat out the bag, let the cat out the hat. You know what I'm saying? There you go. You know what I'm saying? He said, we're not playing ballet. What did he say on this one? What did he say on this one? He said he's trying to exonerate. Wait, what? He's trying to exonerate the energy, Shade. Talk to me.
Exonerate the energy.
Yes, you got it. Hey, man, you got to exonerate that energy, man. You got it. Oh yeah, he said we don't want to put people too high up on a pinnacle. I remember that one. I know that's in that video somewhere. You don't want to put somebody. Sometimes you put people too high on a pinnacle.
I wonder what books he be reading to be. I love how much hate I have in these leagues where I just read the comments and like, I hope you beat Seyi. I hope you beat Seyi. I love the hate. I love the hate. Keep hating. Keep hating, Rich. I'm just gonna keep winning. You know, Bishop win more.
Okay. And we're talking about the streets. We're talking about Street Scores Friday.
The Friday league, you know.
And what are you in that league? I'm 1-2. I'm sad.
I'm 2-1.
Okay, doing better than me. I'm doing really well in some leagues. I'm undefeated in a couple of leagues, but boy, some leagues are a struggle. I think I'm 0-3 in one league.
Yeah, I'm struggling in the 16 team league. I'm struggling in that one.
He said, Kevin, no wonder he has the same teachers, Rico. Psych, nah, but that's still that Westlake education. I can yeah, Southwest Atlanta, really Georgia education.
You know what, Malik? You know Malik Willis is from Westlake?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Of course. That's why I keep talking about him so much.
Oh, okay. I just found that out like a couple of days ago.
Yeah, I'll keep talking about him super, but then again, I talk about him mostly on my Sunday stream. I talk about him. Somebody bring him up, I'm talking about him. Tweet about him all of the time, all of that. But yeah, I remember all through middle school and high school, I would keep looking it up. We were 48th and 49th all through middle school and high school and education. The state of Georgia out of the whole United States. It shows. It shows a lot of the time. It shows in the violence. It shows in these Cam Newton quotes. It's just we just left behind, man. We one of them places that's left behind. Yeah. I spoke about AJ Terrell too.
9.7 GPA in high school, a 2.997, and I say it's not because I had the 2.997. It's because the school I went to gave me a 2.997. Because if I would have went to a different school, care about their education, my grades would have been higher. It's just that
people think their schools are so bad until they go to a place where no, our schools are really bad. Like our teachers either don't care or don't know what they're doing, even when they do care. A lot of other places,
it was like both from McEachern. It was
people
both.
out here taking agriculture in high school. Like, what budget is that? When did people have swimming pools at their schools? People have multiple sports. People have a chess club. I've heard before. I've heard people taking like a cooking class in high school. I'm like, what budget do y'all schools have? How big are y'all school? And our school, Westlake's big, like people wise and all of that, but I don't know, man. And we're one of the best schools in our area. It gets even worse when you go to the schools.
Honestly, academically, you're better than McEachern academically. I know that.
Westlake is bougie.
I don't even need to check the stats. You're better. You got a STEM program. You get to take credits at Georgia State. Y'all are much better academically than McEachern. McEachern just care about their athletic teams, and that's really it.
It's just if you can grab a ball, if you can run real quick, we got you.
Can
We
run,
got you.
dribble, whatever. We got something for you. That's basically it. They don't care about their academics. So it's actually a big thing when I graduated too, that the math teachers, it was like on AJC and everything. It was on Channel 2 News the that McEachern got in trouble for boosting up math grades to help students graduate because everybody's math grades were so low, so they boosted them up.
We had a
And I
program too. I don't know if every school has this, but we had like they weren't even substitute teachers. They were literally placed at Westlake as part of a program to better our learning. Like they just like it was people from different places, like people from other like the better parts of Atlanta would come teach at Westlake for like a semester or a year. Like just to help us out, like, bruh, these teachers are so bad. We're gonna send
I wish they
some
had that in
emergency
McEachern.
teachers there. I mean, but some of them end up leaving because the school was so bad. Some stayed though. The ones that stayed were really cool. I liked all of them,
Really,
but some of them was like, I gotta get out of it. Some of them got robbed. It was just bad. So like,
the
I'm not even sure if that program's continuing to this day because it was bad while I was there.
the only time I felt like I learned in math in McEachern was freshman year. After that, I didn't learn anything at all in math because teachers didn't really teach. They didn't care to teach because if the
Bruh.
students were loud, they'll just give up and not teach. So like the people that actually want to learn were suffering from that. Like so my last time I actually learned in math was freshman year. So it kind of hit me when I went to St. John's and I actually had to take a math class because it was like I felt like I didn't have a math class for like 3 years because like I never really got taught math. And the thing is, math was my best subject. Like going on from elementary, middle school, like math
But
was
you
the
don't know
thing
what you
that
don't
came
know.
easy
Like
to me. Yeah, but like I ever since I came to high school, I've barely been taught math. So you go from I'm essentially learning math from middle school, and then I'm going to college. That's how bad it was. And yeah, and when the news came out, they were boosting math grades. I wasn't surprised. They probably boosted mine. Like
Probably just like
everybody was
everybody.
struggling in math because no one taught. The teachers didn't teach. It wasn't us. But I mean, probably wasn't even the teachers either. They probably were underfunded, and they didn't care. But if they didn't care, they took it out on us. So, like, if I have a child, from my experience, I'm gonna make sure. Probably, I won't even take him or her to public school at all. I'll probably do like homeschooling or private school, whatever. But I want to make sure like they're not going to a school like McEachern. They're going to go to a school that actually values their academics, if that. Because
Not
I've
going
been
through what
through
I
it, so
went
I already
through.
know. Yeah,
Yeah, not going through what I went through. So the other schools have vocational courses. What is that exactly? Like you go, oh, you school time at a community college. See, now I had dual enrollment, and that's how I was able to go to Georgia State, and then it counted towards college and counted towards high school at the same time. But not vocational. Because I think I've seen something like that in a movie. At the 8th grade, mathematics is not necessary unless you plan to be an engineer or scientist. Or in the slick, I could see that. But I did like I was also naturally good at math. I didn't never really cared about math. I've always cared about history the most because it's always been just the most fun, especially like the wars and stuff. But my memory's bad, so I've always been like the worst at history. But that's the thing I cared about the most, and I've always been really good at math, but I just never really cared, even though nothing was
see, my
worse than
memory
English.
was good, so I usually was good at tests because my memory was good. So I barely
I'm a
studied.
good test taker, but I'm not a good actually retain the
But
information. I'm just really good at getting whatever I got to get done on that test.
struggled when it came to the explain yourself type tests because I feel like those tests can go a lot of ways because I mean, or the test where it says like which one is most likely true or is most true
Oh,
instead
that's
of saying
Ito.
like it's the right answer. What's most true doesn't mean it's the right answer. What's most likely to be true because to me that's opinionated. That's an
Super
opinion.
opinionated. Oh yeah,
That's
super
not fact.
opinionated.
So like I struggled on things like that and the explain yourself test. I struggled on that because that's all opinionated. Like if I explain how I solved this or my answer from it, it's going to be different from the teacher's answer because you're explaining yourself your own opinion. I always felt those tests were I always felt those tests weren't really
But
that great.
English is annoying. Like even I'm not sure if your English classes you had times where people you like a book assigned or whatever, people had to explain how they felt about the book and what they took from it. Oh, this is the biggest
Oh,
waste of
I
time.
hate
Like this
those
is
too.
the
I hate
biggest
those too.
waste of time in high school.
The
That
book
that was worse
sucks.
than anything.
That's how I explain it. The book sucks.
No, bro, like we're
Did
just
you
sitting
ever
in a
have to
circle.
read Huckleberry Finn?
I think I was supposed to.
Oh, most
I thought I'm a
boring.
good test taker. I've never ever read any. I'm sorry, I've never any of those things. I was supposed to. I think we were supposed to read
So
the
like even
the
from the
Anne Frank or
book.
whatever it's called,
So
something. All of that.
so when they ask you things from the book, like if you didn't read it, how you gonna know?
Freestyle, boy. I'm really good at freestyling and test taking. Plus, I mean, I would just look stuff up. Like I would Google, and I just knew how to take what Google said, even though a lot of it was surface, and I could just, freestyle my way into deeper thinking. And usually, I wasn't the first one to go. So if I wasn't the first one to go, based off of what I got from Google real quick in 5 minutes, and based off of what these other people said real quick, I can finesse my way through it. That's how hey, it worked. It super worked. It got me through. It got me all the way through a master's degree. It
I think that's
was
a
really
problem too.
annoying
Like the
talking sticks.
books that they make you read is so boring. So I feel like we grow up not reading books or not liking to read because the books they make you read in school are just so boring and bad and outdated. Why are we reading books from the 1930s? We're in at least when I was in school, it was like 20, like the 2010s or something, or late 20s. But even in 2021, I'm pretty sure they're reading books like this. Why are we reading books from the 1930s? Like
I
Huckleberry
don't
Finn was
understand.
even had racist undertones in there. Why are we reading this?
Yeah, I never understood that either. I Shakespeare. I mean, I guess I can. I mean, I guess if you like that type of stuff, but for me, even though I just hate reading, if I will, it can't be fiction. Like I just don't care. But if it's gonna be fiction, I'm good. That's why I'm not really a manga person. Like I just if I'm gonna do it, if I'm trying to retain information, I prefer for it to be factual stuff I'm learning from rather than fiction where I'm taking a life lesson from it or something. I don't know. I've just never been. Fiction was just like the worst to me. Whenever they try to get me to read some or like a this is my story, like if I could read like the equivalent of a documentary, I might be straight. But anything else, boy, I just couldn't care to save my life. Shakespeare, all of that. I just prefer to watch it. I'm one of them people. I'm
Shakespeare,
always gonna
I
prefer.
actually liked just all that, like Shakespeare, poems, poetry, all that stuff. I actually liked, but Huckleberry Finn, of Mice and Men, even though it wasn't that boring, it was still like, why am I reading this? Just books like that, like nah, I don't need to read that.
I think I'm supposed to read Things Fall Apart. I think there's that one.
Why do you need to be taught English when it's your native language? Speak. Why? Why?
I can understand literature more than just straight English. Like I don't know why we had to learn English so far. I just don't get it. And yeah, and Smokes is right. Like after a certain point in math, it's just like you're never gonna use this super duper.
What?
I think
This
Kumon
was
math is great. I like Kumon. Kumon helped me like long division. Like I could divide 4,036 by 87 and just like do it like that. I can't anymore. I used to be able to.
me
I
too.
think
I
that
used
math
to.
is useful, but like, yeah, once you get to geometry and stuff like that, it's just why. Unless that's about to be what you're professionally doing, college, that's your concentration. It is pretty pointless.
What type of?
Um,
I saw a joke. I saw a joke by this person is funny, by the way. His name is Lou Ratchet. He is funny. He's a social media comedian, but he
I
had like
recognize that name. Hold on.
the types of readers in those in class. So what type of reader were you? Were you like the fast reader? Were you like the slower reader? Were you like the person that would correct someone, or if someone's reading too slow, you'll finish them for it. You'll finish the sentence for them. I was that type of reader. I didn't realize how obnoxious that person was until I got older, but I was that type of reader. Whereas someone in class is reading so slow, like, bro, like, yo, this is not that hard. This is how to pronounce this. I didn't say just like that, but like that's how to pronounce it. I will
I mean,
pronounce it for them.
I'm a daydreamer, so I was never mentally and like
Oh,
consciously
so you were the
invested in
sleeper.
class.
Yeah, that they had that archetype
I
too. You were
was
the
I was when you get called on, you just
The
got to snap
clueless.
back into it.
That's what
But
it.
no,
That's
but
what
I was
they
always
labeled it.
right. I always knew my info because I was the type of person I would just go learn ahead. If I knew if the teacher spelled out, we're gonna have to learn all of this year. I just naturally was just like, let me just go ahead because I'm not about to sit here in class and listen to this teacher all
I'm not
day when
about
I
to
can
waste my time
daydream,
with this.
do
Let me
whatever. You know
just
what I'm saying?
yeah.
So it's not like I didn't know the information. I just was daydreaming during class because I'm like, this is going too slow. You're talking about stuff I already know. So like I would
I
always
felt
get
like that
called
too.
out. Yeah, I
I
would
felt
always
like
get
that too
called
in
out, and they
class.
try to get me like, "Are you paying attention?" And then I'd be like, "I got the answer. I'm not paying attention, but I know the
Look,
answer."
I already got the whole curriculum down. Like, don't even bother with me. Just call someone else.
Boy, it was. I just hated it. Class
Call
was
little
always too
Johnny over
slow.
there. I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, you can't get me. Try to embarrass me, man. Sometimes it works on other people. Sometimes it used to be funny people like, huh, and just lost, daydreaming but lost. But like I always knew. Like I would never. I would pay attention if I didn't know, because I mean I don't really care about the information, but I care about getting the highest grade I had. But if I was daydreaming, I was like I already knew I was chilling. But as far as the reading goes, I was like I'm always competitive. I'm gonna try to read the best. Like I'm gonna take the exact right amount of time on the quote. When there's a comma, you're supposed to pause. How long
Yep.
you're supposed to pause after a period. I would read stuff like just perfectly, fluently all the way through, not
I
mess up a
had
single word. But
when
when
I
somebody
read, I
else was
had
reading, I
perfect
didn't know what was
diction.
going on.
I had perfect diction. I read fast.
Yeah, I
Did
was
the
not
commas,
playing.
pronunciations correct. I'm like, yeah, you're gonna get this. But it's not. If someone's reading too slow, I do be getting annoyed. Like, bro, I just like it's not that because it's just like in my mind, like, yo, it's not that hard to read this. Just keep going. Like, let's speed this up here.
Bruh, some people make it struggle. But again, I'm just not emotionally and mentally invested into the class. So when people are struggling like that and having to start over, I'm not even paying attention. Now, the one way they would get me is when they call on me and we had to do those reading things, I would not know what page we're on because I was not keeping up. I was not listening. That's the one way they could get me. But if they asked me a question, I had the answer. But
Hey,
yeah, like,
William, what page are we on? Oh yeah,
oh boy,
did the teacher ever call
gone.
you Rico or William
The teachers
or Will?
that were real that like were cool with me, which was a lot of them, the majority of them. Most of them just called me Rico because I told them to call me Rico, or they called me by my last name. I never really got called William. Maybe like a handful, but it was either my last name or Rico. Most of the time, Rico. Vast majority was Rico because I was cool with most of my teachers. Like the vast majority of my teachers, I was cool with. It was only like a few hating teachers, but for the most part, because first I was a try hard on
This
projects. Between me and my mom, I was going to have the best project in the class. If we had to do a PowerPoint, I made a DVD. I would go to iMovie, make a DVD. If it was like a project you had to present in person, like a shoebox with planets, I was gonna have the best planets. Like I was always the try hard with projects. I usually had the highest test grades because I'm a good test taker. But like all the other stuff, a little cloudy, little effort issues like homework and stuff. But like when it came to like big stuff, like the big grades, I always had usually like the highest grades. So
I
teachers
always
usually
forget
liked me.
homework. I just always forget to do homework. But like, yeah,
Yeah, bruh. I mean,
projects.
I had a homeroom situation, so I would do all of my homework at home. We would just all copy each other. Everybody had it together. Even the people that were like the tryhards that were going for valedictorian, most of them were cool, and they were just like, "Hey, here's the homework, whatever." Like you know what I'm saying. So everybody had our homework
I
done
wish I had
in
cool
my
valedictorians.
everybody had their homework done. It was good. I mean, a lot of the time I did my own, but if I didn't, I was winning doubt. As long we had first period each year, which before homeroom. Homeroom was second period. So as long as I did my first period homework, I would be good in second period because somebody got it. Somebody I know I'm close to, or not even close to. Somebody got the homework that we could copy in second period because I was in magnet. So it was 2 homerooms for the whole magnet program. We pretty much took all the same classes. So we already knew what homework each other would have. And we would help each other with tests. Like if I because A day, B day, if I took a test
Hated
sixth
those
period
days.
and then the people take that test tomorrow, like third period, in homeroom second period, I'd be like, hey, this the test, this the answers, these the questions. And we will all do that for each other type of stuff. Homework, tests, all of that.
I
Because we all
hated
pretty much
those
took the same classes.
I hate those odd even days. That's why I felt like I would have done better in the school that didn't have that because I wasn't organized. So like if we when we switch the days, I'll just always forget to change my books. So that was just the most frustrating part with that. And that's why like my grades weren't as good as it could be because I just wasn't organized. But also I was also the type of student I just did just enough. I just did just enough where it was okay. And then my senior year I kind of got super distracted. So that's when my grades kind of took a turn. But I usually just did just enough. Like even though I know I could do better, it's just like I don't care enough. I don't care enough to make this the best. I just do just enough because my test grades were high. It was just home. It was just like the tedious things I didn't do. Homework,
Yeah.
busy work, all that. But that's why my grade. That's why I had the 2.997 because it's
And
just the
that's some
tedious
hate.
stuff
That
I
should
didn't
just be a
do. But
3.0. That should literally just
I'm.
be a 3.0. That's some hate.
That's why.
That's
That's why I hate.
hate.
That's why I hate McEachern. I know I support McEachern when I see people from that school go to the leagues and everything, but I hate McEachern. Let's get that straight. For that reason. That was just very spiteful. Like you couldn't like a Hope scholarship was 30,000. You couldn't just put that to a 3.0. I needed a 3.0 to be eligible for a Hope scholarship. That's why I didn't stay in Georgia. See, that's what y'all
Had to
wanted me to
do.
go to New York. Y'all want me to go.
Yeah.
Y'all want me to do that.
Y'all
Y'all
forced my
could.
hand.
Y'all
Y'all
could have
forced
kept
my
me in
hand. I had
Georgia.
to. Had to take my talents elsewhere.
But I was good at projects too. The thing with me was I try to make when it comes to projects, especially group projects, I don't mind if I'm doing all the work because look, I just want this done
Yeah, I
and
was
I
just
just want
trying
to
to get
get
the
this
grade
done
too.
great.
Yeah,
Look, I don't care if I have any slackers. It actually don't bother me. It's just like cool. That means I get to
I
have
work
full
better
creative
alone
control.
anyway.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. I got full creative control and I don't need any of your input because you're not doing it anyways. So I do it exactly how I want to do it. I was like that in St. John's too. Like I
same
had
here, bro.
I had
I'm
a
gonna get
whole
this
project.
grade.
I did all that myself. And then some girl that was on my team, like who did not do anything or didn't say anything at all. The final day or like the day of the project, she wanted to add all this stuff into it. And I was just looking like, you better get this stuff out. You didn't even participate at all. Now you want to add this stuff? Like, no. This is mine. This is mine.
I
You
fully understand
get the
that.
grade. You get the grade, but this is mine. You ain't adding this stuff into here. But yeah. So projects, I was good. Presentations, I'm a speaker, so I'm naturally good at presentations. I was like that in high school. Just the
Yeah,
thing is, we had some hating teachers, right? So I had this honors English class junior year where what book was it? It was Their Eyes Were Watching God. Yeah. The
never
fact that I
heard of that.
remember all this, it was I think it was a black owned. I think it's a black book too. Like the author is black, but like the fact that I remember all this shows how much this still stays with me. So
Traumatizing. Like this is not.
I'm
These are not
saying,
good conditions.
so I had this presentation where, well, the people in my class who had presentations, I noticed half the class was sleeping and everything from everybody else's presentations. And their presentations were kind of boring. Let me be honest, they were kind of boring. So I decided, like, you know what? I'm not going to really follow exactly what the rubric says, even though I read the book and everything. I'm not going to follow exactly what the rubric says because in my mind, as a high school junior, I'm like, look, the point of a presentation is to catch everybody's eyes, is to get everybody attentive. So I did. I put like a more hilarious spin to it. I had bullet points on my presentation. I knew what I was talking about, so I didn't really need to read verbatim like what everybody else was doing. So I was really explaining it, not really looking at the PowerPoint. I was using it as a guide to point, but I was really just explaining it. And yeah. Well, right now there's a roach right there. So let me kill that. Oh, you see that roach? Hold up. But I'm going to continue this story.
But nah, yeah, for me, for what's it called? It presentations. I mean, I've never worried.
Oh my
Did he get it?
goodness! Come on. Ugh.
I've never.
See, this is what you get living in the South. You get all these roaches.
Yeah, we do. We gotta.
Oh my goodness!
We gotta.
Bad timing.
Struggle.
Where is it? Oh my goodness! I don't even know where it. I might gotta sit with my feet on the chair. Oh my goodness!
It won't bite. You know what I'm saying? It won't
Yeah.
bite.
I got a slick phobia of roaches that, I mean, I guess I could tell you the story another time, but I got slick phobia of roaches from something traumatic that also happened back when I was in high school age and everything. But yeah, so long story short, I tried to make the project entertaining. I was still talking about the book, and everybody laughed. Everybody enjoyed my presentation. Everybody remembered my presentation too. But guess what grade I had? A D. The
Just
person
because you
before
didn't
me,
follow it perfectly.
yeah, just because I didn't do it verbatim, even though I had a good presentation, she gave me a D.
That is literally not. That is the opposite
The
of trying to manufacture good habits. Like they try. That's literally stifling creativity.
the
Like that
person
is
who
some
had a
hate.
boring presentation before me, right before me, had an A or a B or B plus or an A, and her presentation was super boring.
So clearly, the teachers wanted everybody to go to sleep. They follow the
Really,
rubric
really,
exactly.
like I literally half the class had their head down sleeping during everybody else's presentations. My presentation, everybody was awake and actually engaging. So it was that when I just like told myself, like, yeah, these grades don't mean anything. That's when I had that epiphany that yeah, these grades mean nothing at all.
That
It's
is
just
terrible. That
it's
is
just
not
all
nurturing
opinion.
any type of
These grades mean
individualism,
nothing.
no creativity, no taking the extra mile. Hey man, hey, Georgia education, boy. I tell you,
Yeah, but
I tell
like,
you.
good thing I took from that. I didn't. Well, actually, the good thing is I didn't take anything from that. I didn't use that as a way to change my presentation style. I just took my same presentation style to college, and it still worked. My presentation style was accepted in
I'm glad you
college.
had the awareness to know that
So
that was that stupid
yeah,
teacher and not the rest of the world.
exactly. So yeah, I even know her name too. Ain't gonna put her name on blast, but like yeah, uh,
I would.
I don't like that. I don't
I
like
would.
that teacher
And
straight
she
from
get
that. She's a
fired.
she a black teacher too, but you know,
I would.
but
I
still.
would. She had to go ahead and get fired. I would have a personal vendetta against her. And speaking of teachers getting fired, man, we never. My age group never got teachers fired like that. But Lyric's age group, so many teachers quit. Oh my lord,
I
bro!
mean,
It
what
was
you told me from that class, like I could see why teachers are quitting.
Boy, them teachers were quitting left and right. And I just looked up Lou Ratchet. I remember his face. He's from somewhere random in Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was about to say he's from somewhere. He's the one that has those point of view things where he's like in your face. He said, "Man, the only time I
It's
went to
like a
fight
video
Rico,
game.
son."
It's like you're in Call of Duty. He's the NPC talking to you. That's what it feels like. Like you're in you're like one of these first person games, and he's that Skyrim or something. He's that NPC right in your face.
Just in
This,
your face. Bro. It's so annoying. The guy recording, even though there's a camera in between him and the guy recording, even as the guy recording,
he gotta
it's
take
got to
so
be
much
annoying.
abuse.
Yeah, it's got to be annoying. Oh yeah, cursive is not taught after. If you're a certain
Like that.
age, you never even learn cursive at all. Like we barely know anything. That's why people's signatures literally just be like a squiggly line and just keep it pushing.
Hey, how
Um,
you doing? Where your mom at? Where your mom at?
yeah, where your mom at? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, we've had all our little teacher scandals with the teacher, with the students, sexual stuff. We've had the teachers quit and teachers getting fired. We've had all that. But lyrics age group was worse because they were having teachers quit back to back to back, like constantly. Like at some point, lyric one of his classes, they so many teachers quit that it wasn't a class anymore. They just put them in the gym, I think, or somewhere when it was class time, and they just did nothing. They just finished the
Yo,
year out just doing nothing.
I was just reading the comments about astonishing. It said, "Damn, son, where you live, Brazil? That thing was huge. These are southern roaches.
Oh yeah,
That's
people
how
don't know about
roaches in
that
the
South
South
stuff,
are,
bro.
and
Everything is bigger down here.
they're in the house too. Like I like you might think this is like disgusting. Like oh, you got roach. Like they're
Nah,
everywhere in
that's
Georgia.
pretty normal. Yeah, I would say I didn't react. I was like, oh, he just got a roach. I mean, that's just
Yo, it was
it.
because it's literally like right by my face. I'm just like, man, how am I gonna keep my composure when this thing is just like going down? Like, nah, I gotta kill this or something.
Bro, hey,
Yo, I got.
people don't live in the South don't know about
I'm,
snakes, frogs, lizards.
I
Everything is
might.
bigger. Mosquitoes are bigger. Spiders are bigger. It's not fun.
I might have to tell me. I might have to tell you about this story where I literally killed over 100 roaches in one setting. but that's
Oh,
for
you
another
haven't
time.
told that story on this channel? Because I know I've
Have
heard
I?
it multiple times. Have they not heard that with the bathroom situation in the new
I don't
apartment?
remember. I probably did. I don't know, but like, yeah, because of that, that's why I kind of have like this. I would say,
PTSD.
yeah, PTSD. It's not even a phobia because it's not like I'm scared of roaches. It's just that every time I see it, it just brings back that memory where I had to do that. And I just hate roaches with a passion, even if they don't bite or anything. Like, I don't care about spiders, actually. Like, I actually have a spider, like, up in my, like, room somewhere that I just keep. It's like a daddy long leg. I actually just keep there because, like, hey, if it kills all the other insects, I'm fine with it.
I'm about to
But
say you got to form
roaches,
contracts with these spiders, bro. If he got a nice
yeah,
little web set up, let him still
I'm
sit there because
saying,
he'll
right in the
even kill other
corner.
spiders. He's like, hey, he got it.
Yo, it's
Depends on
chilling
where the
right in the
web is set
corner.
up. I'm gonna let him. I'm gonna let him cool it. Yeah, for
It's
sure.
right by the smoke alarm. But I don't. As long as it don't start any fires, I think it's straight. Yeah, it's just chilling. But like,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't care about the spiders, but that roach though, like, nah. And the thing is,
some people
roaches are
don't know
so
that
dirty.
roaches fly. Like some people don't
Oh
know
yeah,
that water bugs
that
and
that roach
roaches
probably
like
had
fly.
wings. That roach
Yeah, some
probably had
people I don't
wings.
know. I've seen somewhere like on the internet people didn't know roaches fly. Like I was like they don't like
And that
people.
could have been a water bug too. I'm not even sure if that was a
The
roach.
water
That could.
bugs. I think the water bugs are the bigger ones, and they're so annoying, bro. Oh my lord, because
Yeah,
I don't even. They're
that probably
so
was a
big, you
water
don't want to
bug.
step on them because it feels like you're stepping on an animal. Like it just feels weird under your
Yeah,
foot.
I didn't want to actually because I was going to like squish it. I really didn't want to do that. I just didn't know what else to do because I think that was a water bug. That was definitely a water bug. Then
He said, "Hey, Slim. It depends on how the spider
where
looks."
is
No, that's
that
a good
thing?
point too. Certain spiders,
Oh
like if a
my
spider's
goodness,
colorful,
where is
I've
that thing?
learned through, because I just like animals. I like history. I just like learning random stuff. Usually, if a bug, especially spiders, has a color on it, they're usually dangerous because most bugs and animals adapt to like blend into their background. So if a bug is just blatantly highlighter green or yellow or red, they're like, I don't care if you see me. I'm ready for all the smoke. And so yeah, you need to anything usually like a bug or anything that doesn't blend in, it's just some random odd obvious color. They're
It's
dangerous
like,
because
nah,
they're
you
like,
gonna die if
I
you
don't need
touch
to
me.
adapt. I'm about to say, I don't need. Why do I need to
You
adapt? Ain't nobody
you
running
gonna
up on
die if
me.
you touch me.
Yeah, I'm good. I'm chilling. You know what I'm saying? Them little dart frogs in Brazil, the poisonous ones where you can pretty much die even just for touching them. Yeah, and they're super colorful and pretty. It's just like, why would I need to blend in with leaves and grass and trees when you're not gonna pull up anyway, type of thing.
Yo, I literally don't have my feet on the ground right now. I don't know where this roach is at. Oh my goodness.
Astonishing had a wolf spider problem. Yeah, nah, wolf spiders are annoying, bro. Them spiders that are so big that they don't even need webs are really bad. And I'm not even talking about granddaddy long legs. I'm talking about like the wolf spiders and stuff. Those are annoying because they're athletic, they're big, they're fast, they can jump. It's just so I hate those too. And that's another one that is hard to step on because they're so big. It feels like you're stepping on like an eyeball. I hate stepping on bugs where they're so big. It feels like you're stepping on like a small organ. It's not like just like you can clearly feel the shape of the bug under your foot, even with shoes on. It's so I hate it. I hate it. He said, Rico, I just sent you the pic of the spider I saw last week. Huh? Let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on. Let me see what's going on with my boy Smokes. Yep, big little and a big body spider. These are the ones that I'm not even sure if that one makes a web. Just big body spider. It just basically looks like kind of like a wolf spider type of thing. Yeah, orb weavers are annoying.
Show the
Oh my
picture.
god. Oh yeah, let me pull that up. And also orb weavers, I hate them with a passion. Orb weavers are the ones that are making these huge. It's only I don't know about everywhere else, but it's during the fall, like the beginning of fall. We just started getting them late September, and they're gonna be here till like November. They make these huge webs that are starting like 20 feet high all the way to the ground, and all of it is web. And the spiders are big. I got spray for them
I
because you can't
think
smash those.
I think they did that on my tree in my front yard actually. Because
Yeah,
like part of
bro,
my
they
tree is just a
really take
giant
over
web.
entire trees.
I was like, bro,
Yeah.
how? And
Bro,
that tree
orb
looks
weavers.
malnourished now.
It's it's a orb weaver thing. It's a fall thing for us. I don't know if other places have them all
That happened during
year.
the summer though.
Oh yeah, then you got them a little early. I normally get them like fall. Like I just started getting them again. I remember getting them last year around fall and the year before that. They take
It
over
was
power
like
lines. Like if you're driving, a whole power line is just cloudy. It just looks like just what's it called? The sugar stuff, the sugar whatever thing people get at amusement parks. I forgot. I can't even think of what the name of it is. A sugar
I
whatever.
think you need to hit the delete button, Rico.
The delete button. Wait, what happened?
I'll let you see it.
Oh, is Rich here? Is Rich here? Where's Rich? Hold
Where's our
on.
mods at? Where's our mods at?
I got it. Like the other day when the dogs went out. Yeah, I had to go spray them. It took me like an hour to get rid of all of the spiders in my perimeter. Like in like 3 days later, cotton candy. Thank you. It looks like cotton candy's covering all of the power lines because it's like hundreds of them just taking over. Thank you, Joseph. But yeah, hold on. I'm about to send y'all. My mom sent me the pic of the orb weaver that we literally had in front of our house. I sprayed it. I had to kill like 6 more, and then like literally less than a week later, I had more. I started to spray them again. And I'm about to get this smokes picture for y'all. I'm gonna show y'all the smokes picture first, because these are the ones that don't really make webs. The ones that smoke sent, they just be running around, just having a good old time, I guess. Let me send this to myself. Hold on, I got y'all. And just a reminder, because I don't think people heard me earlier, the Halo beta is out. And so the fact that I'm on here instead of being on the Halo beta just shows my dedication to how much I love y'all. So why did I ask this nut to spray for spiders? And that motherfucker sprayed the window so bad they look hella street. I'm
Yo,
sorry. I wasn't playing.
speaking of betas, there's a I don't know if you've been checking on sports gaming, but I know you don't even play soccer games, but there's this game eFootball 22, which is Pro Evolution Soccer, the game I play, but it's like their new version. They changed the name to eFootball 22, and the reviews, everything has been so horrible. Remember NBA Elite 11?
No. No,
Okay, so that was when Live 10 made NBA Elite 11 to compete with 2K. But NBA Elite 11 has so many glitches. The gameplay was so bad to the point where NBA Elite 11, they pulled it from shelves before it was able to debut because the demo was so poorly received. eFootball 2022 is pretty much at that point. Like just Google it. Like you'll see I think it's rated already the worst sports game of all time. And the game's only been out for like 2 days.
And what's the name of it again?
eFootball 2022.
eFootball
Yeah, I play
2022.
PES. I don't play eFootball 2022, but I play PES because it's more realistic than FIFA. So yeah, that's why I play PES, because in FIFA players move like race cars, so it ain't realistic.
All right, well
But
let me
now since I got a gaming PC, I just play a modded version of PES 2021, which has the updated rosters and it has modded gameplay to make it even more realistic. So I don't need to play the new version. Especially when I heard how poorly received it is.
He said that's all y'all. That's an alien. Yeah, so this picture y'all see right now is the smoke spider.
Oh
Those
my
usually don't make
goodness.
webs. Those are the athletic ones that I hate stepping on because you can feel it. You can feel the
That
shape
looks
of the
like
spider.
the DK Metcalf of spiders.
Bro, it probably doesn't even make a web. It just goes and hunts. That's when you know a spider is fire. When it doesn't even make webs, it just goes and just dominates.
Like,
My mom says Smokes is out here wearing slacks. All shit. Why do people gotta notice that? It was good, Hassan. Hold on, where we at? Okay, now I gotta show y'all, and I gotta show y'all. My mom's a hater. That boy Smokes getting to work though. All right, and these are the spiders I'm talking about. They make huge webs that literally take over like basically a whole tree. It's like 20 feet tall from top to bottom. Then they have the big circle, and it's just a bunch of them. They'll even be close to each other. There'll be one here, and then like 2 steps, another one over here, and they take over the power lines. Like literally the power lines up and down the pole, across on the wires. This electricity. They what's it called? They just take over, and it literally looks like cotton candy. It's so bad. I hate them. These are the spiders I hate the most. Black widows, of course, I'm more afraid of them because they're more dangerous. But like the spider webs are so dominant, and like I don't know, like you can throw something at the spider web, and the web is so thick, it just stays. Like it won't walk through it. Like you need a certain level of weight and density when you throw something at it for the web to even break. Otherwise, it'll just stay there. Like it had like this big. There was like a big grasshopper like this big that casually got stuck in the web after I got rid of it. Like I got rid of most of it, and there was just one string, and this huge grasshopper like this big still got stuck. I'm like, bruh, you just destined to die. I tried to help you out. A spider level would make this a background, high quality and perfectly. Yeah, all right, AGM. Appreciate you pulling it up. He said that dude sprayed my whole window for that. I mean, he had to go. He had to go, mommy. I'm so sorry. He had to go. I mean, I'm sick of these spiders. They dominate in the fall. And I just don't want Brody or Aja getting bit by them.
So I have the EA pass. So I have the 10-hour trial of FIFA, but I only have a PS4. I don't have a PS5. So I heard the PS5 version of FIFA is good, but the PS4 is horrible. The PS4 is horrible because I played that one. So yeah, I got FIFA 22, but I don't play it. I sent you
And this
text
is,
messages, Rico. Yeah,
but
that's
this is the
eFootball
game.
22. Yeah, you see how the arms are moving, how the body's moving. It's horrible. And the picture I sent you with Messi. So the first picture was that's how the trailer when they showed the trailer, like probably last year, because this game's supposed to be a 2-year development. They skipped a year so they could develop the game, and they came out with this. So we were wondering what they were doing for 2 years because the game still feels rushed. It feels horrible. It feels like a port from the last game.
How much did it cost?
It's free. It's free to play because what they're trying to
It better
do,
be.
they're trying to make this a game across all platforms from mobile all the way up to PS5. And they want to make it like Fortnite, with a game that's full of microtransactions. So they try and make it free to play to get like the FIFA players to play it since it's free, and then hopefully buy the game microtransactions. But the game is so trash that I think it's actually doing the opposite effect, where now the loyal PES people, one of them being me, are going to go play FIFA now because the game is so terrible. But like, yeah, you could
Is
pull
it
those up.
rushed or did they just not know it was terrible? Like what happened?
It's all of it. Well, I hope they know it's terrible, but it's clearly rushed, which is weird because they had a 2-year development. So it makes me think that they had so that the picture on the left, the Tinder picture, that was the pictures, the screenshots from last year on the trailer, how the game was going to look. And then that's Messi on the demo. So it makes me think that Konami's the main umbrella. They probably told them to scrap whatever they were doing and make a game that was optimized for mobile. And now it's going to be a new project. That had to be the reason, because ain't no way. And it's not just how bad. And these are PS5 graphics, by the way. Those are PS5.
The PS5 next gen. Oh yeah,
and then look at Ronaldo.
This isn't. And that's one person, right? This is his lower half.
That's
this
Ronaldo.
Is his upper half.
Ronaldo getting his body split in half. And then you even just look up reviews or see the glitches, like it's been rated bad.
What's the name of it again?
eFootball. So eFootball in 2022.
We're gonna go straight to Twitter, man.
You can look through Twitter.
Straight to Twitter.
You can look through Twitter.
eFootball. Hold on. eFootball is having a very bad launch. Okay, so this is supposed to be like, what is that? Shay, talk to me, Shay. What's that?
What we got going? No. He's on acid or something. I don't know. He's on something.
What we got going on? Here we go. Yes, sir. Lionel Messi. Let's go. Okay. Yes.
Oh my goodness.
Yes. Cristiano Ronaldo. What else is going on? Okay. Martinez. Okay. Yes.
That shouldn't look that. Okay, that one's horrible, but that shouldn't look that bad with Carl Martinez.
He looks so upset. He looks mad. Like, bro, who let them do this to me?
How do they have such a graphical? This is a game that took 2 years to make, because even though they had PES 2021, PES 2021 was really just an update from PES 2020. They just updated the game. They just renamed it, but it was just another patch. They didn't make a new game. So they had a 2-year development. What is this?
Greatness. Let me see. What else we got? Let me see what else we got. Is this a glitch? Hold on. See, somebody's running like
It said,
Naruto. Oh, look at he gone. Arms back. Let's go. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He is running like Naruto. He getting the job done, though. Hey, he got the job done. He was making plays.
horrible.
Let me see where we at. Nah, this can't be actually it.
Horrible.
This can't be it. This
I
can't be.
don't,
That
I
is.
don't even I don't even want to play this game for free, honestly.
I mean, not even for laughs. Like, what's going on? Talk to me. What's
Nah.
going on?
I don't feel like downloading it. Nah. That's not going in my PC.
This does not look like PlayStation 5. This is crazy.
They wanted to make this game where you could play someone on a mobile, so you have a PS5 where you could play someone on a mobile game online. They wanted to make that's the crowd.
Dumbed it down.
The crowd dumbed down. Like
Scary. First of all, they
horrible.
repeat them too quickly. It's 1 2 1 2 1 2 right there. You can find this guy is this guy. I mean, they didn't even try to give a lot of variety. This guy is here, here, here. I'm pretty sure that's him up there.
This
Maybe
is
him down
something
here.
that's be on the PS2.
Here,
What
here,
is
here,
this?
here. This is horrible. They didn't even try. This is him. You can just find all the people that are like, this guy's just these 3 in a row. And then they look terrible on top of that. Not only are they repeating people, they're repeating the same terrible quality people. I just don't understand. They didn't even try. Oh wait, is this eFootball? That actually doesn't look that bad.
Yeah,
I mean, that doesn't necessarily look like him. They got his head small.
They made the FIFA comparison. That's Alphonso Davies on FIFA 22. And that's Alphonso Davies on eFootball.
That's literally a different person. Like, it looks like good graphics, but a completely different person. Is his head that skinny in real life, or is it that wide? Like, who's wrong?
The thing is, like, it looks like him, but if this is PS5 graphics, FIFA clearly has more detail.
Oh yeah, for sure. This looks better.
Like, how? Like, how is this PS5?
What we got right here? Hold on. Oh yeah, arm glitches. Arm glitches. Yep, arm glitches. Yep. Yeah, arm glitches. Yes, sir. Man, this is bro. Bro, just go ahead and play this, man. Go ahead and dedicate your life to it.
Can't do this to myself. Yo, I was watching streams. It's just so funny, like how frustrated they were. And the content creators that were streaming this game, they played a different build of this before the game came out. And they said that build was better than this. So because they were telling people like, oh, this game looks promising. It still looks like a work in progress, but it's promising. But then when this came out, they were angry because they were like, this is a completely different build than what we played. This is absolutely horrible. So they've been
Why did they change it?
They've been duped. I don't know. Maybe to get people to pre-order it. I don't know. Or maybe this is an earlier build than what they played, and there's a patch coming up. I don't know. But either way, this game shouldn't have been released this way. But the reason why I guess they released it quickly, well, how is it even quickly when there's a 2-year development? But they released it on this day because they wanted to compete with FIFA, which released the same day.
What was that? Nah, this can't be this bad.
I don't think this is even the game.
Nah, this has to be. Oh, nah, this got to be something else.
Nah, this is
this gotta be something else.
Nah, okay, yeah. Y'all gonna get taken down for that one.
Is this who? Is this just FIFA or is that East? Oh yeah, they hate it. They said Westbrook on eFootball. Yeah, I remember this Westbrook on. That's
NBA. No, that's NBA Elite 11. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, this is terrible.
Yeah, that's NBA Elite 11.
Why did they do him like that? Why did they do him like that? Why they do my boy like that? And J-Mon say, yo, that dude in the rail was running like he was a Spike Lee joint. 2008 EA graphics look so much better than this. I see you astonishing with the guys that we should go try. Hey, man, we should. Everybody you said we should go get. And I agree that we need to bring Shaka Tony up because it's like, why not at this point? How much worse can it get?
Wow.
Yeah, I was going to say that guy looked like him, like the video game version of him in real life. Let's see what we got right here. What we got right here? Hold on. Arm flopping. Oh yeah, this is the soccer
together.
game I love to know. This is the soccer game that everybody need to be on. Hold on. Take it back. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Yeah, yeah. Hey Shay, this what you like, man. Hey, you played it. This what you like.
I haven't played this one.
Now this game is terrible, bro. I mean, it's funny, but this is really bad. Because somebody got paid to do this.
And even the gameplay is bad. So it's not even just the glitches and the graphics. I heard the gameplay is absolutely terrible.
And what's the name of the basketball game so we can go look at that too?
NBA Elite 11. So that's a long time ago, but NBA Elite 11. It's been 10 years. But I remember when that, because that was supposed to be the rebranded NBA Live. And boy, that was so bad.
Was it the same people that make NBA Live?
Yeah. Yeah, but what EA did is they took the developers away from NBA Live 10 and got the hockey, because NBA Live, EA had a hockey game. I don't know if they still make the hockey game now, but they got those same hockey developers to make the NBA game for some reason, and that was NBA Elite 11. But yeah, they wanted to go a different way because they weren't beating. Yes, the game's 10 years ago, but yeah, I remember playing a demo of it, and it was so trash. So I'm just like, I don't know how they can release a game like this. And they had Andrew Bynum doing like some like religious ritual, spiritual ritual, like in the middle of the half court. It's like he was just stuck in a half court with his arms out, just stuck there, just frozen. It was so bad.
You wasn't feeling that.
If you Google it, you can find that Andrew Bynum glitch. NBA Elite 11 Andrew Bynum. You can find that.
Andrew Bynum. First of all, that's a really random play. Andrew Bynum was funny in itself. Back when he was playing in NBA, he was hilarious. He was really fine. He was just funny.
He was probably like the second best center in the league.
Let's see, Andrew Bynum, crucifixion. Hold on, let me see.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yes, that's good. Hey, that's good hustle. That's good hustle. That's good. So he's literally missing an Andrew Bynum. That's not even a copy of him. All right, hold on. Let me get it. Hold on. So they're literally just missing an Andrew Bynum. He doesn't even. So it's 405 because Andrew Bynum.
Yeah, because he's just stuck. Yeah. I can't believe they released the game like this.
Is he unglitched now? Let me see. I'm gonna go back to the first time. Okay, so he's just scored. This game just passing by Andrew Bynum.
This demo was so bad that they didn't even release the full game because the demo was so poorly received. They're just like, you know what? We're pulling the game. We're not even going to release it, and we're giving everybody their refunds who pre-ordered it.
He's still stuck too. Like
he was stuck the whole game.
Timeout and everything.
That's a glitch. There, he's just stuck like that the whole game.
And you couldn't even.
You can't believe how this goes through development and gets released. Like, how do you not see this in development?
That's why Halo's been having all of these betas and demos and people trying stuff out exactly for these reasons. Because they've had some glitches. Now, none of them have been anywhere near that bad. But Halo's had his glitches so far since the beta's been out. And that's why you do betas and you hope to fix it. You know what I'm saying?
This Andrew Bynum glitch was frequent. I had it when I was playing. Like, it wasn't like one YouTube video. Like, pretty much everybody who's played it had this glitch. It like happened like once every 3 games. That's how. So like how like they clearly don't test it if it was that frequent.
What's good, Brian? Yes, sir, man. We almost there to some football. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My Georgia Bulldogs about to dominate Arkansas. By the way, let me just go ahead and get that out there. Oh, you know what, man? We haven't done our picks for the week yet. You know, we do our picks now. We haven't done our picks yet. So let me go ahead and pull that up. We're gonna have to go ahead and get these picks done.
Hey,
We actually should
I
have been keeping track of how many we were right on. As a matter of fact, we got to start doing that.
yeah, I selected the Bengals to win, so I'm right
Oh
about
yeah, I
that. But
did too. I
then
picked the
again, I
Bengals.
thought it was gonna be a blowout. But hey, I'm
Yeah, I
just
thought
glad
it
I'm
would be,
right.
and they barely won. They had to make a comeback to win.
Yep.
All right, so yeah, Bengals, Jaguars. I picked the Bengals. I have like a family pool with my family, mom, all of them. I picked the Bengals to win, so I'm happy they won that. You know what I'm saying? I'll take that home with me. So all right, so we get difficult immediately, bro. Lions and Bears. Let me know, bro.
Oh
How you
man.
how you
Oh
feel about that
man.
one? Talk to me. Who you got?
I
Are the Lions for
mean,
real? Because they keep losing close games to good teams. Do you
you know
believe in the
what?
Lions?
The Lions, at least the Lions are those two teams. They're one of those two teams that can actually move the ball. So I gotta go with the Lions. They got playmakers they can actually give the ball to, like DeAndre Swift, TJ Hawkinson. So I gotta go with the Detroit Lions. But man, I'm surprised this game was in Thursday night because they're not
Yeah,
forcing
you
people
got
to
to get
watch
this
it.
one out the way. Yeah, you got to make this
They're
because
not
nobody's
forcing
gonna
people to
tune
watch
into
it.
this. Nobody's gonna tune into this game while you have all these other good games on. So yeah, they should have
This
definitely
is
put this
definitely
Thursday
not
night.
going to be a Sunday ticket pick.
Because even Trevor Lawrence and Joe Burrow, even though nobody really considers those two teams good,
Back to
I would
back
have
number one
tuned
picks.
in.
That's
Yeah,
storyline right there. I
I
would have
would have
put this
I
as
would
a
have
Thursday
tuned
night
in.
game.
Yeah, even if it was 1 p.m., I would have tuned in at least for a little bit to see that game. Nobody's tuning into Lions Bears. Especially if Andy Dalton started. Hey, bro, you bet you can't name two Lions wide
Oh
receivers.
yeah, let's do that. Predict who's the starting quarterback. I don't know why we have to do that. Predict who's the Bears starting quarterback.
I think, bro, he's trying so hard for it not to be Justin Herbert. I mean Justin Fields, and I feel like if Andy Dalton can even play on just one leg and one arm, he's going to be out there. So I got to go Andy Dalton by default because he just really seems like he doesn't want to start Justin Fields no matter what. If Andy Dalton has a pulse, he's starting at quarterback.
Man, my mic messing up. But um, I forgot he was on the roster, but I gotta get Nick Foles. Nick Foles is in the fold too, so I gotta get Nick
Ah,
Foles. I really forgot he was on the roster.
that's a good point. I forgot he was on the roster too. Oh yeah, I like a lot of Brett Coleman stuff too. Astonishing, yeah, bruh. I would swear it just seems so easy. It seems like Jack Del Rio could watch that video and we do the same thing because we're more talented than the Panthers. But I bet you we don't. I bet you we don't. So you have the Lions winning this game. I do too as well. I just can't believe in the Bears. It's just I don't know, bro. The Bears are more talented on paper. At least, they're supposed to be again on paper, but it just ugly boys out there. Browns, Vikings. Who did I pick? Because that's another difficult one. Who did I go with? Who did I go? I went with where we at?
I went with the Vikings.
Yeah, the Vikings look really good. I'm not gonna lie. The first year, I'm like, all right, Miami. The Vikings probably will suck because every year I'm like, they have too much talent to be that bad. So I'm gonna keep just assuming they're gonna be better than what they're playing like. I went with Cleveland in the pool. I'm gonna have to stick with Cleveland. I mean, of course, Cleveland's more talented on paper, but the Vikings have been playing really well. But I don't know how seriously to take them. Are they really that
Vikings
good?
are at home. I think they're on a hot streak. Cleveland, I don't know. Cleveland just gives me that they're a team that should be better, but they're never really. It's just like it's just like you're still reminded they're the Browns every time they play. Like they should be as good as the Chiefs was, or
They should have beat the Chiefs.
they should beat the Chiefs, but they're still reminded at the end of the day, they're still the Cleveland Browns. They can get all these shiny new toys and everything. They can look really nice, get all the best players in the world, but they're still the Cleveland Browns. So I got to go with the Minnesota Vikings.
That's a good point. I just got to go Cleveland. Just they're on paper just better. They played the Chiefs really well. Granted, the Vikings should have beat the Cardinals. And a lot of people consider the Cardinals a top 5 team. I do too as well. I mean the Vikings just missed that easy kick, I believe it was. So I don't know. Maybe the Vikings are for real, but I still just got to go Cleveland Browns. I already picked them in the family pool. I'm gonna stick with it. I'm gonna stick to my guns. And I gotta root for them to win, man. I'm gonna have to just go ahead and accept the fact that I may be disappointed leaving that game because the Vikings are at home and they've been playing really well. Next game, we got the Texans and Bills. I think this one's too obvious to even hurt ourselves on. I don't even think there's much to discuss here. I think it's just way too obvious. That's about to be a beatdown. And I swear, if the Bills don't beat the Texans by at least 20 points, they have something personal against us because they did us dirty, and we're clearly better than the Texans. So there's no excuse. Bills, this should be a win by like 25 points. Definitely. He should hit up Rio and see if we can get a message to Mayhew to try to hustle Cornelius Lucas in the third for Roquan Smith so their new franchise quarterback don't die. Hey, I like that. Hey, man, you know I want my Georgia Bulldog. They would never do that, but hey, man, they really do need a tackle, and we have too many. You know what I'm saying? Even though you never really got too many, you never know what the injury. But if we can use Cornelius Lucas to trade for Roquan Smith, oh yeah, for sure. I'm right with you, Astonishing. And again, anytime I can get a Georgia Bulldog,
we didn't even talk about this. Remember when we called that Tyrod Taylor? Every time he's starting over a rookie quarterback, he was going to get hurt. And we said that Davis Mills might need to be ready because Tyrod Taylor is going to get hurt. And I'm just I don't know how to feel. We just called someone's injury. We really called someone to get hurt.
It was just kind of predictable, just like Christian McCaffrey. I took him first overall in the fantasy league, but I already knew he was already going to be hurt before week 8. I just already knew that was going to happen. Tyrod Taylor, same thing, man. I don't think that was on us. I think he just has a bad something following. Man, got a bad spirit. I don't know what he got going on. And what's good, Ravs? What's good?
The pendulum wasn't going forward with him.
I haven't watched Power. I haven't watched any of those. I'm super anime, so I haven't watched any of that stuff.
The pendulum wasn't moving forward with Tyrod Taylor.
And Rich said we see this every year with the Cards. They look like a Super Bowl team first half of the year. Next half, they look like they don't belong in the playoffs. Them and the Seahawks have been doing that. I'm not gonna lie. Them and the Seahawks have both had that trajectory. So Chiefs Eagles. I feel like this was fairly obvious as well. You
don't believe flushing and pulling forward?
I'm not
flushing and moving on.
And I'm not even a Jalen Hurts guy. I don't think he's going to be that great. Me personally, I'm one of the people that's lowest on him. But even so, that's not his fault. You can clearly see that was the offense around him. The scheme, the play calling was just awful against the Cowboys. Like, that was not Jalen Hurts' fault. Again, granted, I'm not high on Jalen Hurts like a lot of people are. But that was not even Jalen Hurts against the Cowboys. Some of it was because, again, I just don't think he's going to be that great of a quarterback. But most of that was clearly on scheme and coaching more than him. But yeah, since season 1 is over, what is your opinion on Tokyo Revengers? I loved it. That's my favorite new anime in a while. It's Jujutsu Kaisen and Tokyo Revengers for different reasons as my top 2 recently. Because again, I'm going back and watching old stuff that I never saw. Like, you know, like I didn't start watching anime till I was like 19 years old. Like, I didn't even watch Dragon Ball Z while I was little, like most people did, and all of that type of stuff. So I'm late. So I'm going back and watching other stuff. But as far as stuff that's just coming out recently, like Demon Slayer, My Hero, all of that, Fire Force. And I like Jobless Reincarnation a lot too, but I think I like it for the potential and not necessarily what's already happened. But Tokyo Revengers and Jujutsu Kaisen are easily top 2. You gotta be. Those 2 are the most fun. I'm super excited about what's about to happen next anime in a while. As far as the new ones again, because again, I'm still watching One Piece, which technically isn't new, especially the part I'm at. I'm on old One Piece.
I don't know when that show's ever going to end. Like, that show's been around since I was in elementary school.
I love it too, because I'm the type, bro. I hate having to get disconnected from anime characters. I watch an anime for like 12, 15 episodes. Yeah, your mic is making a static noise too.
Let me mute this while I'm trying to get this back into its place.
What's it called? I get attached to anime characters, and then after 12, 15 episodes, I have to accept the fact that they're gone forever. I'll never see what happens next, like in their lives or whatever. Like Yu Yu Hakusho and stuff like that. It's done. It's over with. With Hunter x Hunter, even though technically the manga's further ahead, but we're just never gonna get the animated version. But like, I love the fact that One Piece is endlessly going. Because first of all, it's not like they're just babbling. Like, they're not just they're not just making stuff up to stretch it. Like it actually, One Piece is
How
getting
much more
better
can
and
they
better and
possibly
better as
talk
it goes.
about though? It's been around for like what 10 years. How much can they how much can
It's
Luffy
actually
do?
good though. I don't know, but it's
Has Luffy
actually
even
just
aged?
honestly, I don't think where I'm at, I'm like in the middle. I would say I'm somewhere like I would say I'm like 60% done. I think 60-50% done, somewhere around there. And now he hasn't well, it's been some time skips, but he hasn't like aged. He's
I
not
feel
old.
like that's literally a multi-year binge watch. I don't know how you can not binge watch. I don't know. That has to take years to binge watch.
That's why I'm
That's
watching it dub. Because at least while I'm watching One Piece and sprinting through it, I can be working on videos. I could be playing Xbox. If it was subbed, I would still be on like episode 30. Because it gets subbed, undivided attention, can't even look at your phone for 2 seconds. You're gonna miss what happened.
you can
So
keep
I
that
had to
playing.
dub that.
Like you can have a 24-hour marathon with One Piece, and that show will still be going on for like a whole year, and
Oh
still
yeah,
new episodes.
for sure, for sure. And again, I love it because I have all these other animes where I'm getting the conclusion, and I want conclusion sometimes, but having to get detached from characters that I'm super like attached to, it's just like, bro, I'm tired of doing this. So I'm glad I at least have one set of characters that's just they may keep going by the time I have children and my children have children, and I'll take it. Because again, it's not a bunch of filler. They're not just making stuff up as they go along.
I
Like
still can't
everybody
believe
that's
how
ahead of
can't
me
they have
say,
filler
bro,
with that
well,
many
there's filler
episodes.
like in between, but I'm saying like the story arcs aren't just all right. We gotta find somebody else Luffy for Luffy to fight. It's not like that. It's not forced. Like everybody that's ahead of me, like Kai Jam, Kendall, all of them, basically are telling me like, you think One Piece is good where you're at. It gets even better further ahead. So it just keeps getting better and
It
better.
gets even better 754 episodes later when Luffy fights this.
Yeah, bro. I'll take it again. I'm so tired of
Yo,
detaching
like
myself. Oh yeah,
that's
that quarterback's leg got mutilated. Rich just sent me some from the Maryland Iowa game. Was that the quarterback whose leg did that? Somebody's leg just got running back, wide receiver. Somebody's leg just I don't even know how to explain that. I don't think I've ever seen somebody's leg do that. I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, it's pretty bad. Thank you for sending me that, Rich. I didn't even know that happened. He sounded like hers. Leno and Lucas both already know the system. Oh yeah, they're literally both from Chicago. It literally makes sense. They could just trade for them back. Where we at? But yeah, of course, Chiefs, Eagles. I got Chiefs. I'm pretty sure you have Chiefs as well.
yeah.
Don't even have to ask you that.
Just flush that and
I'm
flush it and move on.
yeah, I am so sick of that quote already. All right, Titans, Jets. Who you got? Even though the Titans have all of the injuries, who you got?
Yo, Titans about to be playing. They about to be playing. Who's the backup quarterback for the Titans right now? Whoever he's going to be playing at halftime. Man, this is a preseason game. This is a
Might as
preseason.
well.
Yeah.
No Julio, no AJ Brown. No worries. We still good. We still got Derrick Henry about to run for 250 yards. So we both got both got Titans there easily. All right, Colts Dolphins is really interesting. That's another difficult one to call. Who you got right there, man?
I gotta get the Dolphins. I think the Dolphins are a more complete team. I think this Carson Wentz experience is not going well, which I didn't think it was. So I gotta get the Dolphins on this one.
And see, the thing is, I have the Dolphins as well, but it's just so hard to see, even though the Carson Wentz thing isn't working out. The Colts are too talented to be 0-4. Like, that is crazy that the Colts are 0-4. I wouldn't have thought that entering the season, bro.
I didn't even know there was 0-4.
But there's 0-3 right now. If they lose to the Dolphins, they'll be 0-4. Bro, because you just don't think
strike to me.
You don't think the Colts are just winless right now. Like they're just not winning games. If they lose to the Dolphins with Jacoby Brissett starting, ex-Colt, they'll be 0-4.
Is
so
Jacob
I got the Dolphins too.
Coming soon?
I don't know. Maybe. I mean, it's like the season's over. You might as well see what you got before you end up drafting another.
He was doing good in the preseason. He has a big arm. I mean, he has the talent of a first-round pick. He just
had Georgia Bulldog, 5-star recruit. You know what I mean?
He's just very raw. You
might, if they end up 0-6, 0-7, yeah, you might as well, because there's nothing to gain. You might as well go ahead and see what you have in Jacob Eason before you draft a quarterback in this upcoming draft. To know if Jacob Eason was a later round pick, we could just move on from him like nothing happened. Teams fall apart without an all-pro QB. Yeah, he said Derrick Henry running for 300. I think so too. But either way, it would be a great trade for us. Oh man, I would love that trade. Lucas over Leno. I agree too. I don't exactly understand why Leno's starting. I prefer Lucas over him as well. But it's weird. All right, Washington Falcons. Shay, who you got? I'm curious who you got.
I got the Falcons. No, I can't say that.
Okay, I knew it. I
can't even say that with a straight face. I gotta get the Washington football team. The Falcons are absolute dumpster fire.
It's terrible, bro.
They somehow got even worse with the coaching change. And I thought Arthur Smith was going to be an upgrade. I thought Arthur Smith was going to be an upgrade, but no, they got even worse. At this point, they were better with Raheem Morris. So I got to get the Washington football team. This is an absolute. They just beat the Jaguars. Wasn't the Jaguars they just beat? They just beat the Jaguars.
They beat the Giants. They just barely beat the Giants.
Even worse, the Giants. The Giants.
They were losing the whole game and scored 10 points their last 2 drives to win by 3 points.
Matt Ryan looks like a fossil right now. The run game is non-existent. They're building their offense around Cordarrelle Patterson. This team is I can't picture them winning another game. I don't know. This schedule looks ugly for them too.
Time to get that quarterback, man. And honestly, if we don't get Malik Willis, I would be happy to see him play for his hometown team. So we'll see how that goes. Giants Saints, who you got, man? How you feeling?
Do you need to ask me? Do you need to ask me?
But the Giants, you love the Giants.
Who in the right mind will pick this terrible team? This team is absolutely horrible.
It's in New Orleans. It's just ugly.
In New Orleans too?
I believe so, man.
Yeah, it's in New Orleans, but yeah. Never will you catch me pick Giants to win anything. Never.
Yeah, I don't know what game. Looking at their schedule, I'm gonna pick them to win, especially with money on the line. I have the Saints too, even though Jameis Winston is a sellout. Did you see that touchdown he threw? Where he was already halfway down to the ground getting sacked and just threw it up, and Marquez Callaway just caught it.
3 LASIK eye surgery. That does wonders.
It does no, that's lucky.
I'm probably about to get it. Next week. You probably should get it too, Rico. I'm probably about to get it.
At this point,
if anything shows me that LASIK works, they just got to show me that clip of Jameis Winston throwing that touchdown. I'm like, no way.
They got to show his 5
I need to get LASIK.
Line.
No more glasses. I need to get LASIK.
That should be a commercial. He might as well get sponsored. He'd be like, you know what, man? Like, just go ahead and give him a sponsorship for LASIK surgery and just have his stat line up. Have them talking in a commercial and all of that. They might as well. They super might as well. I have the Saints too. And hey, Jameis, those that throw you through halfway to the ground, please throw that against us when we play on next week. Panthers, Cowboys. Who
all
you
right
got?
Now. He's going to hit Callaway right in the money. I got to get.
He said LASIK does not fix your decision making.
Hey, he scored a touchdown, right? He scored a touchdown. So I got to get the Cowboys. I hate picking the Cowboys too, but the Cowboys look really good.
Look good, man.
Even though everything
Panthers
I said about
super surprising, but
exactly, but even though everything I said about Chuba Hubbard, he's still not Christian McCaffrey. I got to get the Cowboys. And Darnold is good,
Cowboys as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they just look good. I'm not gonna lie, the Cowboys do look good right now. And Astonishing said cheap trade 6 or 7 for Kevin Pierre-Louis. I'm not gonna lie, bro. Please, because I'm tired of this. I'm so tired of this. And we just let Kevin Pierre-Louis walk because he couldn't stop the run. Now we can't cover or stop the run. It's just no point. Well, our defensive line is stopping the run. Our linebackers aren't doing much. And if anything, it's Jamin Davis stopping the run more than anybody else. He said if we lose to the Falcons, I'm changing all of my content to 2022 draft prep content to figure out who we should take in the draft. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna definitely start sprinkling some in. I may literally do a mock draft video already, like a way too early mock draft when we lose to the Falcons. I'm not gonna lie, I'm right with
Falcons. I'm roasting y'all. Y'all lose to the Falcons.
Man, we deserve it.
We better not lose to the Falcons when we play them. We better not.
Yeah, we deserve it. Cardinals, Rams. I feel like it's kind of obvious, but the Cardinals are a really good team. But, bro, the Rams are different right now. They're the best team in football.
I said this, and I feel like it's a perfect analogy. Cliff Kingsbury's the Jared Goff of coaches. The Cardinals are winning in spite of Cliff Kingsbury. The team is so incredibly talented that they're winning in spite of them. Did you see that 60-yard field goal attempt? That 68-yard field goal attempt?
Yeah, why? Why would you even do that?
I knew that was going to be if he didn't make it, and if The return man got it. I knew that was going to be a touchdown. Why? Because you got one kicker. That means it's already 10 against 11. The
Yep.
people on your kicking team are not prepared to do
Make
return
tackles.
defense. They're not. Yeah, they don't practice for that. They practice to block the kick. They're not practicing for that. The return team wasn't even rushing the kicker. They were staying in position, ready to make the
Yeah,
blocks.
because they're like, he's not about to make this. They were literally prepared for it.
Exactly. Once I saw him caught up, it's like, this is a touchdown, ain't it? This is a touchdown, ain't it? And he kept running, touchdown. I I still don't know
Terribly
how
coached.
I still don't know how a coach that was 35-40 at Texas Tech gets a job as a head coach in the NFL. Tell me. Yeah, they're winning in spite of them, but I can't. Against a team like the Rams, who is probably the best team in the NFL right now, I got to go with LA.
I mean, the best thing he's done is draft Kyler Murray. That's literally about it. Like, after that, I'm just going to assume the GM is the one that attracted and made the move to get D-Hop, to get J.J. Watt. So I really don't know what to even give credit for as far as Cliff Kingsbury goes. I really don't know what credit to give him other than drafting Kyler Murray, because that was clearly his guy.
I mean,
I have the Rams as well.
That's like that's the number. That was the number one pick. That's obvious. And yeah,
I mean, some people were thinking, will he care about football enough compared to baseball and him being small? But yeah, I agree. I thought it was the obvious pick too, especially in that QB class.
And Cliff Kingsbury is good with quarterbacks, but that's just it. Just with quarterbacks, he could be a quarterback coach, offensive coordinator maybe, but not a head coach. And astonishing in football. So about that Winston comment that you made, he has thrown that fall away pass 1,000 times for interceptions before LASIK surgery. Now with LASIK, now those interceptions are to touchdowns, splitting defenses.
Splitting defenses
to touchdowns.
Splitting
See, that was
defenses.
before LASIK. With LASIK now, those INTs are TDs. I'm telling you, if you wear glasses too, you better get LASIK. You might see me with straight LASIK next week, no glasses at all.
He definitely deserves a sponsorship for sure. 5 touchdowns, first game after LASIK surgery. You can't even make that up. That literally sounds like a Disney movie. So if that was in a movie, I would swear it was scripted. The fact that it happened in real life is kind of crazy.
Straight LASIK.
Straight. Seahawks 49ers. I gotta go 49ers. I'm sorry. I'm pretty sure I went 49ers. Yeah, I went 49ers on my thing.
Food. Can't pick the Seahawks either. That Seahawks defense is food.
Boy, straight food. And your mic is going staticky. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that defense is food. That defense.
Oh, now it's like has like a cloudy noise. It sounds like when the TV's on that white and black screen.
Now.
Static.
Good now.
Talk.
Test. Check.
Now you good. Now you good.
All right. Great. But
he said, "For excuse, contact lenses have existed for a while now."
Hey, contact LASIK. That's different. That's different.
And so yeah, we both have 49. The Seahawks defense is terrible. It's just atrocious.
You could plug and play any quarterback in that team, that 49ers team. So
yeah,
I think Garoppolo's not even. Yeah,
it's just not. That's just not about to work. Ravens Broncos. Who you got, man?
Probably
this is close.
That Roach probably is chewing my cord.
He's only standing next to the microwave. Astonish just said the Roach is chewing on Shay's cord.
Nah, it's just these headphones. I need to get some better headphones. They're just the wire headphones. They're getting in the way of the cord. That's why it's making that staticky sound. But I need to get my Bluetooths. I need to get some Bluetooths. If you want to donate me some Bluetooths,
hey, there you go.
Can.
Somebody rock
the
with
Cash App is right there.
Rock with them. What's good, Jerry?
Instead of making these uncalled for comments, Rich. Okay, so which one we talking about? Ravens Broncos?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I got to go with the Baltimore. Well, I know Lamar Jackson's questionable, but he's going to play. I got to go with the Baltimore Ravens. I'm really not sold on Broncos' undefeated start. This could very well be the 3 wins they have, so I got to go with the Baltimore Ravens.
Same here. And also, what's up to my boy Jarris? Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy. I was on this show.
Do I got an echo?
I don't know. I don't hear an echo. I don't hear an echo right now. But yeah, man, make sure y'all subscribe to my boy Jairus. I was on this show. We had like a 2.5 hour live stream. It was funny the whole way through, man. Y'all got to go check that out on Tim's Sports. Where did the dogs all just come from? Y'all gotta go check out my boy. I tweeted it all out and everything. Check out Tim's channel, check out Chris's channel, Jared Sports Take, all of them, man. Great podcast. I definitely gotta pull it back up again. I agree. I got the Ravens. I just don't see the Broncos. They're a great team, underrated. I just don't have them being undefeated for long. And if there is a team that would beat them on their schedule, the Ravens are one of them. Where was I at now? Do we got to go back this way? Oh yeah, Steelers, Packers. Yeah, Ben Roethlisberger is not even a shell of himself. He's a shadow.
He's cooked.
He is the shadow. Did you see that play where he tripped over his own feet for no reason?
And you saw that play where he threw straight to the linebacker?
No, I did not see that one.
No, he threw straight to the linebacker. He probably thought that was his tight end. He must be. I didn't know old age makes you colorblind too. He thought that was his tight end. Yeah, he is cooked.
That man
like
is struggling.
The linebacker ran the drag route and everything. Like he threw straight to him.
Let me see. So we both obviously have Packers. Which one is this? Okay, this is Sunday night.
We're not talking about that. We are not talking about that.
Who you got?
No. Dear God, tell Tom Brady to have mercy on us, please. Of course, I gotta go with the Buccaneers. Of course,
we both got the Buccaneers.
Of course, they're going to beat us. I just don't want Tom Brady to embarrass us. I'm not supposed to have these feelings. Like, no, I don't want to watch this game. This is too many conflicting feelings. I can't do it.
I mean, it was always destined to happen too. You already knew it was going to be Sunday night, Monday night, one of them. Man.
Yeah.
Raiders, Chargers. Do you believe in this Raiders undefeated start? You think they better than the Chargers? How you feeling?
Absolutely
about that
not. I got to go with the Chargers. Justin Herbert is the real deal. And yeah, I like Derek Carr. I think Derek Carr was better than given credit for. I always thought he was, but nah. Chargers are that team, not the Raiders. So I got to go with the Chargers.
I agree. I got Chargers as well. J-Mon, I more than likely will not be streaming on the gaming channel. Maybe, but I doubt it. He said, Rico, do you think we will finally see Jared Patterson? I hope so, but I doubt it because he got carries the first game and hasn't gotten another one since. What y'all think about getting Drew Lock for cheap, like a 5th or a 6th? Maybe. I don't know.
Still gonna be drafting a quarterback in the first round.
Yeah, we're still gonna end up. Yeah, I doubt.
He ain't the answer.
I think we're gonna still end up taking a quarterback in the draft anyway as well. So
and granted, if he's a backup quarterback at best, that's still worth more than a 5th or 6th round pick.
Yeah,
that's a 3rd round pick.
True, that is true. Tom said Rob and him came up with a game plan to embarrass Bill Belichick. Oh yeah, this is personal. This is about to be Tom Brady's most motivated game in his career. It may not be his best, but it's going to be the most motivated he's ever been.
You know what? We forgot that this is Gronk's return game too. Gronk might get booze.
Y'all made Gronk want to retire. That's
what I'm saying. Gronk might get booze for that because you didn't want to be with us so much that you wanted to retire. But the worst thing that can happen for me as a Patriot fan is Brady will just tell Bruce Arians like, "Yo, I'm just going to let the Patriots win the game all the way up until the 4th quarter. And then I'm going to make one of my historic GOAT comebacks. And I'm going to win the game with a field goal to end it. I'm going to have one of my late quarter comebacks, drive the length of the field, and we're going to hit a field goal. We're going to go home. So they know how everybody else felt when I did it with the Patriots. I hope that does not happen. If it's the 4th quarter, if I see a minute, 2 minutes, 30 seconds remaining, and TB12 got the ball, I'm turning the TV off.
You already know it. Yeah, you already.
I'm not watching it. I'm not watching it.
Yeah, this is gonna be one of the most watched games probably ever, but definitely this season. Everybody's about to be watching that. I'm warning you.
I'm not.
No, but you not. So are you not gonna watch it at all, or are you gonna leave at a certain point if something happens?
I'm not watching it. I'm boycotting it. This is ridiculous. We traded him. Well, we didn't trade him, but we wanted him to go to a completely different conference. Why is he playing us? He should not be playing us.
I mean, it was always destined to
We
happen. You know, the
did,
NFL couldn't wait to
did Brett
schedule
Favre
that.
play Green Bay when he was in New York? No, he didn't. He had to go to Minnesota to do that. Why is he playing us? Keep him far away from us, please. I don't want to do this. Of course, I'm gonna watch it. The curiosity is gonna get me to watch it, but I'm not gonna like watching it.
Got to, bro. It's gonna be one of the most watched things. I don't
Man.
care about boxing at all, but whenever there's like a big boxing match, I just pull up because I feel like I just don't want to miss something crazy happen, something amazing happen, and something amazing may happen, bro. I'm not gonna lie. And Smokes and Astonishing have a good point. Kyle Allen costs a fifth. Case Keenum costs a sixth. Teddy Bridgewater costs a sixth. So yeah, Drew Lock definitely is worth it. If those guys win for those,
that's true.
For sure. That's
if Broncos want to trade him or they want to just keep him as a backup.
I don't think they would get rid of him for that low.
The difference with Teddy is they had to pay money to big money to. So that's what made his value down.
Drew Lock is still on his
Kyle Allen is not even a second string quarterback. He's a third string quarterback. So that's different.
Even if that,
Keenum's also on a big contract as well.
He said we could beat Tampa any given Sunday. You talking about as a Patriots fan or as a Brady and Gold fan? Who we talking?
Oh, that's my sister. So yeah, she's talking
as a Patriots fan.
Yeah.
Hey man, and I'm gonna pull up.
I don't have the same optimism. I don't have the same optimism. We're not winning.
I mean, the only reason I have the Buccaneers, I'm rooting for the Buccaneers to win because I picked them in my family pool. But other than that, I mean, I'm just gonna be watching. I just want a great game. I don't want anybody to get blown out either way. I'm neutral as to who wins. Other than I need that.
I hope we win. Look, honestly, like I said, I don't care about this season. I want to rebuild anyways. I really don't care. As long as we beat the Jets, we beat the Falcons. That's all I care about. But I just don't want to get blown out. Or I don't want to have a late TB12 comeback win. That's all that's what I want. And then apparently Tom Brady's having a book coming out in a couple of weeks. And that's going to build a relationship between Brady and Belichick.
Ah, boy. And did you hear last week they announced the International Player Combine and the player that are going to be in it? Nah, I don't know anything about it. There's some more Jordan Malatas, some Samus Reyes. There's still some more of those out there. But yeah, man, it's 10:03. I gotta hurry up and get to this demo. It goes away at 12 a.m. So I'm about to go ahead and dip up out of here. As always, man, y'all know broadcast show Fridays 8 to 10 p.m. All I know is next Friday when we're talking about that Falcons game, there's no way we should lose. Like, there's no way I should be walking into the next Friday stream.
You're gonna be lamenting. You're gonna be lamenting on the Falcons Washington game. We're gonna be lamenting on the Tampa Bay Patriots game. We both got a lot to say.
But I'm lit, like Astonishing said, and I already thought about this. I already thought about doing draft content after the way we lost to the Bills. We lose to the Falcons. I'm definitely about to start doing, like, I may do a film session on Malik Willis. I'm definitely doing a mock draft, a way too early mock. We just got to go ahead and get started because this is out of control.
Get Taylor Heineke out the way.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not even going to blame Taylor Heineke. I like Taylor Heineke a lot, but I prefer him as a backup than my franchise quarterback. People forget Taylor Heineke is 20 years old.
28?
Yeah, Taylor Heineke is older than people think. Like, people think he's like 20.
Quarterback is still.
I mean, that's still not old, but I'm just saying people.
When did Romo start for the Cowboys?
Like he's 22.
Wasn't he like in his late 20s when Romo started for the Cowboys? Because Romo was just a middling third string quarterback.
Romo definitely started later. Yeah. But I'm just saying, some people talk about Taylor Heineke, they forget that he's like not 21 years old. like he's not almost 30. Rico, there should be a punishment for whoever gets the most. And plus, the closer he is to getting older, his best part of his game is his mobility and making plays on the run. He's not about to be Tom Brady at 40 in the pocket. You know what I'm saying? Taylor Heineke's from Atlanta. Yeah, I already told y'all that. Taylor Heineke, Antonio Gibson, Montez Sweat, Jamin Davis from shortly outside of Atlanta, like 20 minutes away from Atlanta. So, you know what I'm saying? Those are all the guys that I root for on our team, even more than the other guys. This should be a punishment for whoever gets the most wrong. All right, we might have to start that. We can start that now. Next week we can start.
What punishment in all caps? What type of punishment you want when it's all caps? That sounds like you want a brutal punishment. Like, why is it in all caps?
Let me write this guy down that Astonishing is talking about Simone Flammer.
Was he
Let me
really
write down
25? Because I
Astonishing.
remember Tony Romo being like a third string quarterback for years. I remember him being that low rated quarterback that was like 60 something for years. I felt like he was older. He could have been 25, but I felt like he was older than that.
Simone Flammer. All right, I'm gonna definitely peep him. He's from Germany. That I'll definitely peep him. This man is covering free safety deep sometimes. Like 6'5", 250, playing defensive end linebacker, playing free safety. Oh yeah, I gotta tune into that.
Playing free
Y'all
safety?
know I love my
Wait,
freak
what?
athletes. You know, right? That's why the international player program thing is so important, because there's these just freak god tier athletes out there that just don't get a chance to play football until that program came up. You got to dive into those, because you may find. I mean, right now, Jordan Mailata, the Eagles look like a genius. I wanted us to draft him before the draft. He went undrafted, and then the Eagles ended up getting him as an undrafted free agent. Now he's their franchise left tackle.
You think some of these people become rugby players? Like, yeah, if you get these guys to play football, or at least go straight to football, because I know they got football programs in Europe, but yeah, I think this international program is good. I think they need to just keep expanding it and bring back the Euro Football League or something.
I love Samus Reyes, our tight end. I hope he ends up being as good as I think he'll be. According to his athletic profile, he's the most athletic tight end to ever play in the NFL. Granted, technically he hasn't played yet. Yeah, if you go look at his
40?
RAS, I don't remember, but RAS has like this algorithm where they calculate like athleticism based on your 40 time, your weight, your height. Because it's it depends on who you are. Like if a quarterback runs a 4.6 versus a receiver running a 4.6 is different. So he takes all of that into account. It's all relative. So based on position you play, the height, your weight, your length, all of that is calculated.
So even over Jimmy Graham, Antonio Gates, he's more athletic
he's literally
than them.
Bigger and faster. It's crazy.
Darren Waller,
bigger, faster. But right now,
OJ Howard,
he's sitting at the end of our roster because he's just a little too raw right now. But he can already.
Wasn't there a tight end who ran a 4.3? If I remember, Ben Watson, wasn't he? They run like a 4.4, 4.3.
He must be bigger than him because he has a perfect 10. Like it's out of 10. He has a perfect 10 score athleticism.
Yeah, he must be like 280 for runs a 4.58 or 260.
260. Okay. 4.58. But yeah, whatever, because it's not even just speed. It's like everything, agility, all that type of stuff, strength. Like what did he bench press and all of that's calculated. Apparently, he's the most athletic tight end ever. So yeah, I'm excited about him. I can't wait for him to play. He looks so he's
essentially Gronk then.
He's just super raw. He literally never played. He didn't know what zone coverage was until a few months ago. He was straight basketball. He played basketball.
And y'all just got him sitting there. And Patriots
at the end of the roster right
Belichick didn't get this guy.
A lot of people had meetings with him. Y'all may have been one of them, but he already currently lived in like Maryland or something. And so he was like, it's easier for him to just sign with us because he already lives here. Something like we got lucky. Like other teams had meetings set up, but then once we met with him, he was like, I'm gonna go to y'all because
he must be like my cousin in England who didn't know how bad the Jaguars were. Because she's a Jaguars fan, so they always play in England. They're like, I'm just going to play for the local team, Washington. He didn't realize how terrible the Washington franchise has been. He should have went to New England.
It ain't that. This man is an all-pro tight end. Well, we gonna see. I'm really excited about him though, because he's an athletic freak. He like literally in the preseason was bullying linebackers five yards away from the line of scrimmage, but he just has this habit of trying to block people from the outside. Like he's hugging people around their shoulders. And then it's a lot of footwork stuff he has to work on. He bobbles catches like he second catches them. He caught everything thrown to him in the first preseason game, but he bobbled both of them. It was like and then caught instead of just a catch. So we'll see.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you asked me if I have any final words, but so I actually finally finished my article, top 25 players 25 and under. I know I've been doing this for months.
For the basketball? Okay.
But I actually just finished it. So I was going to release it today, but I'm probably just going to schedule to release it. So if you want to know where Rui Hachimura and Denny Avdia are on the list, they're not on the list.
When you release it, we're definitely going to pull it up for the next Friday show. We definitely got to talk about that.
I'm down for that.
We're We're gonna go player by player. And I mean, I'm not a Wizards fan, so it's funny to me. That hate right before we ended the stream is hilarious. What's good, Dwayne? We about to get up out of here, man. I appreciate everybody that pulled up. Y'all already know broadcast on Fridays, 8 to 10 p.m. I appreciate y'all. We anything you want to say before we dip up out of here?
I just said it. I just said it. So you just telling y'all if y'all know what Denny Avdia, Rui Hachimura are, they're not on the list. So I'm just letting y'all know right now. They're not on the list. And I'm sorry, they ain't better than Colin Sexton. Ain't better than RJ Barrett, who's not even on the list. So yeah, they're not gonna be on there.
Just some last second hate right before we get up out of here. Typical Seyi, we appreciate it. I know they don't. I do. But yeah, man, we'll catch y'all next